right? He in fucking prison to put money on his books. What the fuck was you thinking? That's a woman who's putting her race before gender. And I'm not saying stand up for somebody just because, but like that's a violent motherfucker. Fuck you want to give him money for? Like, am I tripping? Don't send him money for shit. What the fuck is you talking about? If you think, and the crazy part is giving like internalized misogyny because you think the little shit that lady said to him is any comparison to the way them niggas in there be talking to him. But y'all think that she shouldn't be able to say nothing because what? He a man, he a black man. Man, fuck them niggas. But anyway, what's up, Eve?
Yeah, that's how I 1,000% agree with you. Like the dude that his YT girlfriend poked him up and unalived him. I feel like a lot of black women would have did a witch hunt for not a lot of black women would have like thought did it no yeah did a witch hunt if he had if those tweets about him disrespecting black women didn't come to surface. I think that like it's we're programmed that way. But yeah, I've seen where people are like actively supporting someone going against a white woman just because she's white. But at the end of the day, she's still a woman, and he put his fucking hands on her, and he deserved to get whatever she gave his ass. Good, good for you, sister. You know what I mean? He put his hands on her, but so many black women are like, oh, but we're still black. At the end of the day, he's still a black man. He's still a da da da. But when that black woman got chopped up and her body parts were spread around the city, there was 30 round EST. They hosted a live about it, talking about basically that's what she got. That's what she get for messing with the white man. You see how they don't never have the same solidarity that you have for them. It'll never be that way. They'll be always be putting their manhood first. It don't really matter. But I wanted to say, um, oh yeah, I wanted to say there was this live, and I thought it was kind of interesting because the man in the comments said that bring back the 1950s, and it's so funny because you'll see a lot of black men say like we need to go back to the 60s and we need to go back to the 50s, and it's like, do they understand what they're saying? Do they understand the implications of what they're saying? Like if we were to go back to the 50s, you would be able to be legally lynched. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have any rights. You wouldn't have any civil rights, human rights, any rights. And it's like,
Oh, think about what Charleston White said.
yeah, he said, I'd rather be Charleston White said, I'd rather be, go back to the plantation than let a black woman run the country. So I think that they will always put their gender before race, and that's probably why like they capitulate to white men so fast, like without even trying. They'll just be like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna just land to say this. I was on a different live. I wasn't in the live, I was just listening. And they was talking about patriarchy, and this black man got up there and said, well, if all women didn't exist or if they wasn't around, there would be no patriarchy. And it was a YT man that had to explain to him, well, there would still be systems of oppression because oppression is a part of the patriarchy. If women aren't there to oppress, then the next thing is going to be the men. What type of men are you? And they're going to, he couldn't understand. He was like, well, that doesn't happen today. And he had to explain, a white man had to explain racism to a black man. And it was so embarrassing.
The interesting thing about that is like I know they try to like do it both sides with that, but men can't survive without women. That's the first thing. That's interesting, but I can understand because there's a lot of them online who just deny that racism is a thing, and I think that's interesting. What's up, Manny? You're on mute. You playing on our phone?
Yeah, he had so much to say in the comments and then ran.
I was trying to read them now.
Yeah. But I just I don't know. I just think that when it comes to specifically to black men, It's kind of like how you said at the end of your last live when you were.
What the hell is that noise?
Sorry, I'm about to make some. None of your business. When it comes to specifically like black men, I don't think that black people will ever be liberated. I don't think that it will ever happen because black men won't never allow it because they understand that they'll have to give up the little bit of power that they have. Like they all in cahoots with one another. They all work together. But I think that specifically when it comes to black men, they will do anything and everything. And like you said, they will unalive us before they allow the patriarchal power structure to be removed.
Man, I love that shit. If y'all notice, my background is usually quiet. I get like little noises. They irritate me.
I'm making garlic butter. My bad.
No, you ain't gotta say it now. You say ain't none of my business, and I'm just letting y'all know. 'Cause I was ready to crash the fuck out yesterday. All them fucking random noises and shit. Um, mine be loud. I be eating your, I be showing in your face. That's one thing though. But they mouth noises, and I ain't gotta hear it. What do you think he meant by let's go back to the 1950s though?
So when women couldn't work or have free voices or speak or anything like that, that's definitely what he meant. But I don't think that it's either one, he doesn't consider the implications of black men being, swung from trees, not being able to have to deal with Jim Crow laws, segregation, being called boy, um, not being able to drink from a water fountain, having to use a colored bathroom. Like they don't understand those implications or they don't care about the implications. Because at the end of
Yeah,
the
it's like
day, the civil rights movement, it was more of a black women's movement. Like it was black women that led the civil rights.
yeah, exactly. Um, if you look at if you look at movements, right? You'll have like a large group of black women and then a few men, right? It's the same thing. We always have a few men in our spaces,
I
but
can tell you right now it's because women are unbearable.
a lot of them. You won't have like a lot of men in there because they're trying to like pee on you and shit. They're trying to mark territory. And the thing is,
I
they
can tell
want to
you
take
right now
credit.
it's because
You
y'all
said
are
that
unbearable.
already. Yeah, you said that already. Wait, your turn. We heard you the first time. It's okay. You don't got to keep repeating yourself.
But we so unbearable. He wanted
You
to
don't
be in
gotta
here.
be a dumb bitch.
Okay.
Oh,
Stop muting me, bitch.
Okay.
oh, the little bitch crying. Go ahead.
Kind of early to crash out, but all right.
We men stick
Ain't never
together
too
because
early for
you
these
guys
niggas to
make
crash
life
out.
hard for
It
every
ain't
man,
right, Taryn.
regardless of
Ain't
what
never too
color his
early
skin
for a
is.
good crash out.
You guys make everybody's life hard. Every day.
Why you ain't here?
You complain
Giving
about
us
everything.
attention.
This prompt is case in point.
You don't have to be here though.
Yeah, but you don't have to be a dumb bitch. Go educate yourself.
Yeah, but you don't have to be here.
Get
You're
out in the
literally.
world. Get out in the
It
fucking
seems
world.
like.
Go get a
Well,
man.
hold on, wait. It sounds like you're purposefully here and making your own life more harder because you're here voluntarily. So who's the dumb bitch? The person that wants to be here and gets to say whatever I want and rub my dumb bitch mouth, or the person that's saying it's so hard for me to be here. You're making my life hard, but I'm gonna voluntarily come up on the panel. I mean, it sounds like you're the dumb bitch. Mm.
Here to get that off real quick.
Yeah, I know.
Can you imagine what that feel like to constantly feel like you gotta go around and like humble women? That feel like your position as a man is solidified. That's just sad, but funny at the same time. What's
Because you
up,
can't do
Scully?
it. You can't do it with other men. That's why it's easier to come in here and do that than go into a live with other men and do it.
No, not even a lie. Go step to a man like that. But go ahead, Scully.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Salutations.
Chilling, chilling, chilling. I wanted to see what you guys were talking about as to the prom.
You wanted a what?
I wanted to see what you guys were talking about as to the prompt. Like, what is the conversation towards?
What part of it you referring to?
Well, I mean, if we're going about a prompt, you would have to put it in categories because not every black man is the same. Like, you can't put every black man as going before to
Tell me how I
gender
should
to race.
hold on. Tell me how I should reword it.
I would say maybe why do a large percentage of why do a large percentage of black males put gender before race?
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift.
And then what picture would you put on the background?
I wouldn't change the background. I wouldn't change the background because you got a celebrity that
No,
would,
no, no, no. Hold up.
fits that.
And what font would you choose?
It's simply okay. I get where you're going towards that, but as to
Hey,
that,
gentle.
you're not a black man, but you're addressing this topic. I was just trying to see what this was about, or if it was just rage bait.
So no font. Mm.
No. So it's just rage bait.
You feel rage? Motherfucker say change the words in the background.
Asking that man what font he would choose is diabolical. This is why they call you a terrorist. You know that? Like, no. What font would you use is crazy.
Hold on, we got a lot of trolls trying to get up in here. What's up, Mike?
How's it going?
It's going good. What's going on?
Just on this lovely evening. Now I just wanna. What do you mean when you say
Well, hold on.
black men?
That's your real voice?
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Use your real
What do you mean when you
voice.
say black men? Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean what I
It's
mean?
it's all men, you know.
All men put their
And
gender before their race?
of course,
I
of
don't think
course,
so.
definitely.
No, I don't think white men put their gender before their race. Actually, I was thinking,
Absolutely not.
yeah, I was thinking that at when we first started brainstorming this, but absolutely not. White men will never put their gender before their race.
So go to the white men then.
Go
So
to
date them
and do
then.
what?
What does dating a
Date.
white man have to do with
Hold
anything?
up. Are you dating him? What are you talking about?
Not the fake yawn. Did he just fake yawn?
What's
No,
up?
no,
Did he just fake yawn?
no. I just took a
Coming up
nap.
here with a
Just
fake
took a
deep
nap.
voice and then doing a fake yawn is crazy, sir.
Tell us about the
I just took a
Tell
nap
us
though.
how. Hold up. Tell us about how good white men have treated you. Since you telling us to go date them, we listening.
Like I said, go date them because they got the answer for I feel like
They told you that.
just black men can't make you happy. I feel like you should
Are you able to
explore your
have a
options.
conversation without it going down
No.
to
He with his bedtime voice flirting. You go flirt with them niggas since you want somebody. Like, what
yeah?
the fuck is you talking about?
Put your deep voice on. They might give you
No,
some
I'm just
pussy.
saying because she said
He might be getting it.
You
white
might be
men
giving
don't.
up the pussy. That's
He
probably
She
right.
said
calm
white
as
men don't
hell.
do that. So I'm just
He
trying to.
definitely getting it.
She
That
said
man
white
too
men don't
calm.
do that. So I'm just trying to.
What's
You know
up,
what I'm saying?
Carlos? Hold up.
How
What you
you doing?
saying?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I just think that white men don't do that because they don't have to. We do that because it's a safety thing. Like I tell my sister just told my nephew yesterday, you're a black man, you can't be acting like this in these white spaces because they will lock you up. There's certain consequences that we get that
Acting
they
like
don't get.
what? Acting like what?
Acting up, acting up in school. He just went to
Man,
middle school from elementary school, so it was a jump. But that's the point. It's different now. You're a black man now. They don't look at you like you're not a kid no more. So therefore, that's why it happens. We have to for survival. And if
What?
you guys don't understand that it's black
Man,
women, it's
what are
crazy.
you talking about, bro?
What? That doesn't make
What am
any
I talking
sense.
about? Survival. How does it not make sense? You're walking into a white man's
So,
world every day. What are you talking about? How does that not make sense?
Brother, what are you talking about, bro?
so you're saying that your son has to put his gender before his race in order not to go
I'm
to
saying
jail?
I don't have a son, but if I had a son, yes, I would tell him that. You have to be mindful because your consequences aren't their consequences. Your charge
Mm-hmm.
will be higher than their charge. That's what I'm talking about, Mike.
All right, hold up. Go ahead, Kevin.
Alright.
Yeah, I got to sweep it. I get to leave it alone. I got it.
Just give me a second.
What?
No one has no rebuttals to my point. Y'all just mute me.
No,
That's
no,
crazy.
no, we don't. Don't nobody want to talk about that stupid shit. Go ahead, Kevin.
Stupid shit is life. It's not negative enough. Fuck
No. We
y'all.
said no, sir. Nobody cares. Go tell that shit to somebody else. Kevin, you there?
Yes, just give me a second. JW could go
All
before
right,
me.
that's fine.
I'll come back.
JW, you a troll or no?
I'm no troll. Can you hear
It's
me?
your
Because I'm
British stuff, so close enough.
What you want to say?
you black on the agenda before the race.
No, I just said I do it.
You know you say no.
Not listening to me.
Y'all, this garlic butter that I'm making is crazy good. I started making my own garlic paste, and this shit is fire.
You're right.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you. I can leave you. I don't give me more. Listen.
I'm sorry. What did JW say? I didn't hear
I said
him.
I don't believe black men put their gender before their race.
Okay.
How you figure
Why is
that?
that?
Again, what have black men done legally or socially that says we put our gender before our race?
You want us to explain this to you? Are
Well,
you
this is
black?
your prompt. You are that's a statement. You said, "Why
Hold on. Are
do
you
black men
black?
put gender?"
Are you black?
Yes, fully black.
All right, let's say when we unalive, we reincarnated. Okay. You gotta choose one. Would you come back as a black woman or a white man?
I'd rather be a black woman. Yeah, black. No, actually,
Tell
I'd
us why.
rather be a white man.
Tell us why.
If we're
what?
talking about in terms of like money
Bro,
wise,
what?
I'd probably be reincarnated with more money.
Man, kick this bozo.
No.
If from a logistical standpoint, they have more privilege.
No, yeah, all right. So I don't see why you confused if you put gender before race, nigga. What are you talking about?
Again, you asked me a hypothetical if I was reincarnated.
Yeah.
I could only think of it from like a logistical standpoint. I'd likely have more money. Like what? I'm only thinking of it from a
Keep going. More money, keep going.
yeah, more money, better access to healthcare, better access to social services. That's something I would have if I was born a white person or a white man.
What are you talking about, bro? Can you
No.
hear yourself?
Let him do it to himself, Mike. Let him do it.
Obviously, I love being a black man.
No, you don't.
No, you
You like
don't.
being a man.
You
You
like
don't
being a
being
man,
black.
but you don't like being black.
Again, you asked me a hypothetical. Would I rather be reincarnated as a black woman
And
who has
no,
the
it's
least amount of privilege,
hold up, sir.
who has the least amount of
I'm gonna
privilege,
be honest with you. I'm gonna be
who
honest
has
with you.
the
I would
hardest
never.
life, arguably, of any race?
Hold up, no. I would never. I would fucking never. If I could come back as a mediocre, fucking insecure ass bitch ass white man, would I do it? Fuck no, nigga. You serious? The fuck is you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like y'all be the people we talking about. You come here talking about you don't disagree, you don't agree.
Man,
Again, you asked me a hypothetical about an imaginary world
y'all
where I'm a white man.
love putting these white people on a pedestal, bro. Like,
No, that's not me
what's
putting them
wrong
on the
with that?
pedestal. They actively have better
No,
social
Mike,
services.
You want hold
What's
up?
up
You
with
want
that?
They
come? Hold
actively
up.
do
First it
have
was
more
these,
money than us.
Look.
now
Hold up.
it's
He gonna come back. No, that nigga gonna come back. His name gonna be Johnny Boy. He gonna be and living in fucking Kentucky.
I have a
Fucking
question.
half his mouth rotting out.
He said
You
John
like
Wayne.
like these
hold
people
up.
can't
I have a
stand in the
question.
sun, bro.
Hold up,
What does
sir.
what
The way he just assumed
What
he would
does
be
this
this
mean?
wealthy white man, tell you exactly where his priorities are.
Immediately. We
What's the
didn't even
prompt
think about
mean?
it. Hold on, real quick. Mike, tell him to go
If
fuck a
you're
white
asking
man
me
like you
about
told us to
politically
do.
or
Hold
economically,
on. Hold on,
Excuse me.
they're
JW.
in a
Mike,
better
go tell
position.
him. Hold on, JW. Tell
What
him to
does
But
go
do
this
I
fuck a
prompt
enjoy
white
mean?
being
man
a
like you
black man?
told us to
Yes.
do.
What does this mean?
He asked me a what if question, and I said, and I
Why
picked
do
what would be
black
the
men
better
put
option.
gender before race?
Somebody is talking, too many people talking at the same time.
Where you
Hold on,
from,
JW.
man? Where you from, man?
What does this mean?
I'm from London.
Oh yeah, that makes sense then, bro.
Yo, what's the
Wow.
question mean?
Y'all niggas be thinking
Go
about
ahead.
it like that too.
Go ahead, honey.
Who made this question? What does it mean?
Oh God.
What do you mean? What do you
It
mean?
says, why do black men put gender before race?
Wait, why
Which
As
do you
it
one of
just
those
skip
words?
me?
Hold
as
up,
it
y'all. Hold
pertains
up.
to what? What does that mean?
Which word is confusing?
No, what does who made the question?
I just woke up and this shit was on my phone.
Oh, so you just pick anything.
I don't know who sent it
Okay.
to me.
That sounds about because you can't even interpret this.
I don't know what's going on.
Why do black men why slander the black man for doing some mysterious shit that you don't even know?
Won't you use this as an opportunity to big y'all up?
Why
Don't
do you think
complain.
that is slander?
Why do you think that it's not?
You gonna answer a question with a question? That's kind of low. That's kind of low
I don't even know
intellectual.
what it means.
That's
Gender
a
before race.
that's a really low
Oh,
With
he
IQ
think that's
what?
question.
What does that
Jeopardy.
even mean?
You don't understand
They
which
saying we don't
words.
protect
No,
black
Mike,
women
don't.
enough, bro.
That's actually
They
not what
don't
we're
even know
talking
what they
about.
asking.
Mike, which part of which word is it? Why don't you understand, or do, or black, or men? Put
All right, if
like
you was a man
which
and I
one of the
asked you this,
words?
if you was a man and I asked you, why do you put gender before race? You would say, look at them, they all in the comments. He's so damn slow. He don't know what he's
The
talking
thing is,
about.
historically, black men have never put their gender before their race, so I don't know what the prompt is. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
hold
about
up. Let's
me?
do this. Hold up. JW, pause. Tell us how. Tell us how. Give us some examples of when y'all put race before gender.
I'm saying we never put gender before our race. I'm saying
Yeah,
it
I
never
know. That
happened.
mean
Thank
y'all
you.
always
Thank
hold
you.
up. That mean you always put race first. Give some examples of when y'all put race first. We
They're
listening.
together.
Bro.
Hold
Black
up, honey.
man.
Let that man speak for himself.
I'd say the civil rights movement, slave rebellions across the Caribbean. Like, we never once said, wait, hold on, you're a black woman, stay behind on the plantation.
That that actually happened on the plantation
Again,
though.
Nigga,
that did
that's
not happen.
exactly
And I
what
study
happened, bro.
black
Hold
history.
up.
What are you
Hold up.
talking about, bro?
No. There were literally black men who
Show me the
said,
documentation of a black man that left a
hold up.
black woman.
Just hold up. Shut up. There were black men literally who, even during chattel slavery, said that certain things with women work.
A woman led the Underground Railroad. What are you talking about?
And why was it a woman that led the Underground Railroad? So while y'all was running off by yourself, right?
You
Y'all
think
was
she
just
didn't
running
have
off. Hold
support?
on.
Again, that's lying, Uncle
Y'all
Roach. Majority of
listen.
black families.
Y'all didn't have nothing to say just a second ago, and then as soon as I
Yes, I
talk, y'all
did.
got
I
over
just
talking
said
me.
No,
it.
Let me
because you just
finish.
lied on
Let me
literally
finish.
black history. You lied
He had
First of
since
all,
support.
Black
you
History
don't.
Month as well.
Okay, shut up. Why is it that it took a woman to lead the Underground Railroad? Why is
Nat
Harriet
Turner also
Tubman
led a rebellion.
not?
Not what?
No, he didn't. He actually
Yes, he
got snitched
did.
on by.
Nat Turner led a rebellion. Check the
And what
body count.
happened to? And what
Check the
happened
body
to
count.
him? What happened to
Okay,
him?
he didn't escape. He still led a
And
rebellion, and he died
yeah,
behind
and
this shit. So
how
what?
did he? Why didn't he
So what
escape?
though? But so what
Why
though? A
didn't
man and a
he?
woman.
Why did answer the question? Why didn't he escape? What happened?
He got
Harriet
caught. So
Tubman is a
Why did he
We
star.
get
are
caught?
seeing black women revise black history. Like,
Okay,
they
why did
don't
he
even
get?
know
Why
nothing.
did he get caught?
Hold up. We're gonna go to Just because y'all niggas ain't answering no question.
Thank
Y'all
you.
don't know. Y'all don't know nothing.
Good evening. I wanted to say black men do put gender before race. That's why they keep getting killed by white women. Because they go
That
into.
simply isn't true.
I'm not finished. I just
Hold
started.
on.
They
You
go
gotta
Hold
go,
on.
into.
Don't
JW. You
respond.
gotta
They
go.
they
Hold up.
go they
Pause.
go
Let people
into
speak,
they
bro.
go
Hold
into
up, hold up, hold up. Do me a favor. Don't respond to people interrupting. I'll just drop them. But if you arguing against somebody who's interrupting you, like you're showing that person that what they saying is more important than what you're saying.
I was trying to keep
Period.
talking. What happens is they get into the relationships with white women thinking that they're women and thinking that, oh well, I'm going to bully this white woman because she's a woman and I'm a man and you're a woman, and not
You're more
not
likely to kill a black man than a white woman.
Bye, JW.
they get into relationships with white women and they forget the fact that they're white, and they just think, oh well, I'm a man and you're a woman, you have to listen to me, and they don't think about the hierarchy of the race involved, and that's why they end up getting knocked off, and then they want us to march for them, and they do it over and over and over again, and they
Did
don't
you
learn
hear
their
what
lesson.
So you
did
just
you hear what
admitted.
child hold up. Did you remember that joke Childish Gambino had when he said he was dating a white woman and she called him the N word and he said he liked it? You think
Uh,
like
just to let you
Yeah.
know,
hold up,
white dudes do that.
hold up, hold up, hold up. He liked it. He liked it. It's not that they forget the hierarchy. Proximity to white men, they'll let that woman bend them over and stick a strap in their ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
No,
true.
they
It's
they
not true.
they are they have men, black men, they have this thing where they're like, well, I'm a man. That's why they sit up here, and you heard him say, you remember, have you seen a TikTok where that man was like, if us men, if we wanted to get you women, who would stop us? Who would stop us? And it's like, yo, who the hell are you? Like, why do you think that you are high enough on the totem pole to where as though you have enough power to be able to stop anybody? Like it's like for some reason they think that they are on the same level playing field as white men, and they're not. And it's like once they realize that, and they realize that white women aren't on the same level playing field as them, then
Think about it.
Would you say black men are more superior than white men? Would you say black women are more superior than white women?
would you say that?
You see,
I
listen,
agree.
you don't.
Of course
He
we
You
are.
say that.
interrupted. Listen, just he interrupted you, and you're gonna go after his point. Stop letting. Listen, when they interrupt, fuck what they're talking about. Just
Well, I
keep on
wasn't trying to
talking
interrupt. I
over them,
apologize.
okay?
I apologize.
Shut the
But see
fuck
that
up. Go
the
ahead and
fact
finish your point, Just.
when he said, do you think black men are more superior than white women, I said, do you? He said, I do. That's the point right there. That's why y'all keep getting knocked off. Y'all put the fact that you're a man in front of the fact that you're black. When you go into these situations, you think that you're a man before you're black, and y'all don't understand that you're black first. When you walk into every situation, you're black first
Not
before
exactly.
everything. And
I
y'all
just
don't.
don't. I just don't think it's
Because
fair for a woman, for women to, from any man's perspective, to have any input, nor a man have an input on a woman's point of view of life, because we're not seeing we're not seeing life the same. I just don't. It's I'm trying to,
That's why it's a.
I'm trying to be
That's why
aligned
we're
with the
having a
point you're trying to make, but
conversation.
it's like you're kind of just, you know, it's like a whole condescending standpoint. Like, black man, you said we're not on the same playing field. You know,
bro, why you
What?
getting emotional, bro?
nah,
Like,
I'm not saying
It's
I'm
why
gonna
you
get
just
emotional.
a.
getting
It's a.
Hold
emotional,
But
up,
bro?
hold
Yeah,
up. Why are so many dumbass people coming up here?
Yeah, it's
Where the
kind of
fuck y'all
hard.
coming from?
That's not
Hold up,
like
what the
stay to
fuck?
the point,
Hold
bro.
up, Mike. Hold up, Mike. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all absolutely put y'all gender before y'all race. In the black community, let's don't focus on the other community. In the black community, y'all love to oppress black women. Y'all love to do that. That's the reality of the situation. When it comes to political issues, y'all align. You know why the conservatives and the alt right got y'all niggas on a fucking chokehold? Because y'all align with the fucking white supremacist views and stuff. Because you want to lean into your privilege. It's not fucking difficult. As a black
That's a good
woman,
point.
hold up. But as a black woman, being a woman and black, when it comes to a caste system, like neither are privileges. So like we are not going to be coming from this position of ego. But y'all niggas get caught up in y'all fucking ego and y'all fucking problem. That's why the black community should not center men, because y'all is compromise us. Because even when y'all talk about liberation, y'all want the same system we got. You just want to be at the head of it. You still want to subjugate women. You still want to subjugate children. You don't see nothing outside of that. That's why y'all like, let's just get married and get kids, and kids gonna be the lineage. You don't give a fuck about the world the kids gonna be born in. Y'all niggas weak. It's simple as that. And then when you talk about it, y'all niggas pretending like y'all that ain't the case. That nigga sat up here and said he'd rather come back as a white man.
That's
Well,
crazy work. That's crazy work.
The problem is we as black men, we going about it wrong, because that red pill shit, right? It doesn't
Thank you,
work.
thank you, everybody.
It don't work. It don't exactly apply to, black women.
I want to say, as black men, y'all see yourself closer to white men than you do to black women, and I think that is where the problem lies, because like she said, you see your gender before you see your race. And if you will understand that as a black man and as a black woman, that is a team right there.
Pause. No, it's not. It's that. And the thing is, it ain't the understanding ain't for them to understand either. As a black woman, I'm seeing what these niggas saying. I'm like, okay, that's my op. That motherfucker right there don't give a fuck about me. I ain't trying to get him to understand a motherfucking thing. Like, I see exactly who you are, because once you start explaining to people how they should see something, no, they already proved you who they are by their actions. Then you telling that person to lie to you. Don't lie to me, nigga. Keep it real. I see what the fuck I'm seeing. I'm not blind. I see what the fuck is going on. So no, I
Yeah,
don't
the
want them
red
niggas to
pill shit
understand
don't work.
shit, because let them keep telling on themselves. But go ahead, Cass.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like, what experience did you go through to make you feel like this, like, about the majority of black men? Because, like, from what I've experienced growing up and the people I've talked to, they're more on, like, the pro-black side. Like, I get the red pill community is toxic, and I've been said that before.
Hold up. All right, even with the pro-black side. Thank you, Lady P. Even with the pro-black side.
Like, they never look at a white man more than they would a black woman.
Hold up, sir.
Yeah, I just don't think it's fair.
You gotta
It's
hold
an
on.
overall
If you
general
hold on,
outlook on
listen.
I'm just gonna drop them. Hold up. When it comes to the pro-black side, what are they saying we need to do to fix our community?
Crime
Well,
rates, shit
I feel like
that.
we should unite.
Now let
Like,
him answer it.
black men and black
No.
women.
What
Okay.
does that mean, unite?
All right. So first off, I feel like we got to get back into like black businesses, because I feel like when people do start getting successful, they start going back into the white people's businesses, and then like
Nigga,
it's
you
a
don't invest
Mike,
in no
stop
black
interrupting.
businesses,
Like, you gotta
gang.
let people talk,
You
Mike.
gotta
Come
let him
on, bro.
finish.
That's some bullshit, because you never invested
All
into
right, so
no black
listen,
business, bro.
Mike.
What do you?
what?
Mute
So
you.
how you know that? Just
Okay,
because you ain't did it.
okay, so
I ask you a very simple question. On the pro-black side, what are they saying the solution is?
I can't speak for everybody. I'm telling you from
No.
what
You said that's why the pro-blacks. Tell us what the pro-black
I said. From the people
liberation.
that I've been around, the black men in my life that I've been around, that is the solution that we've came up with. And of course, everybody isn't on board. Some people act like they're for that, but at the end of the day, it's gonna take us to unite. Like, we can't be sitting here.
All right, okay. Let's think about the businesses, okay? Let's talk about the businesses. And then let's go back to Black Wall Street, because fucking pro-black love to talk about fucking Black Wall Street. Because they had businesses there. But do you know who held all the fucking high positions of them businesses? Who you think it was?
The men.
The motherfucking men. The men. You still had invisible labor or unpaid labor being performed by women. It wasn't fucking appreciated. There was no effort to make it equal. No, it's supposed to be good because all black people was over there. But you got black women who took their money, invested in some of the property that went to Greenwood, and guess what? A nigga got credit for it.
That's true. But then again, you gotta realize that that's a test.
It's just true.
How much of y'all do that? Like, how much of y'all really? I'm saying.
Mike, you gotta talk on 2x speed.
How much of
Right.
y'all
Talk
do
on,
that?
Oh,
talk
that's
on,
cute.
talk
Look
on
at
So
two
that's
you.
X.
that's
2x.
BS to me.
Thank you, Lady Key.
No, she
That's
not
Look at
lying
BS to me
because
because
that's
you.
because y'all don't do that for real. But
who don't do that.
All right, so
Mm.
all right, so
That's what I'm saying. What
I'm
the fuck is
curious.
wrong with
Hold
I'm
on,
y'all?
Cass.
curious.
Hold on,
So
Cass.
since
Cass, wait. Can I
all
answer
right,
the prompt now?
oh wait, say what you said.
All right, cool. So why do black men put gender before race? Honestly, I was gonna keep it a buck. I don't think, especially black men, put gender over race. I think black men do realize they're black when they're um interviewing for jobs, even driving around. We know we're black men. We know, there's some type of target on our back. I think
Let
everybody
me ask you a
knows
question,
this.
Kevin. Let
What's
me
up?
ask you a question. What's your stance on reproductive rights when it comes to like being pro-choice and pro-life?
Oh, I'm pro-choice
Hold on.
all the way. Pro-choice. A woman should
Okay.
definitely have rights to
Okay.
her body.
Okay.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Hold on. Okay. Are most black men pro-choice?
Honestly, I don't know. I gotta be
Well,
honest
and
with
now
you. I
tell us
really
why you
don't
You
don't
know.
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 Why don't hold up? When you say you don't know, why are you saying that?
Because a lot of the black men I know, they're some of them are pro-life and some of them are pro-choice. I gotta be honest. It's like a 50-50 based on my experience and who I know. So that's kind of hard to answer. Um, but yeah, to answer
I
that
mean,
question is
isn't it a black man's talking point to say that women unalive children when it comes to being pro-choice and talk about being able to terminate a pregnancy? Aren't there black men out there who say that when it comes to a woman getting pregnant with his baby, he should have a say so?
well, he should have a say so, y'all. Y'all don't think he should have a say so? I think
No, that's
that's
not
between both
Hold
pro-choice.
on, hold on,
parents.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold up. He should have a say so over what happened to her body. You think so, right?
That it's y'all are soon to be parents. It should be both. It
So,
should be
see,
both
so
men
you
and
say you was
women.
pro. Hold up, that's what I'm saying. Not only just lie about being pro-choice, you clearly
I
pro-life.
am pro-choice.
No, no,
I
no,
just said
no.
that.
You well, hold up. Why would you say that then?
I mean, why would I
If
say
a
that?
woman, hold up. If a woman got pregnant, right, and you assumed you the father, whatever, do you want to have a say?
Yes,
Okay, so
of
you're
course I want
not
to have a say.
pro-choice. No, 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 no. You're not pro-choice. If you was pro-choice, you should say she should do whatever the fuck she want to do. It don't matter what I gotta say.
Right.
But you're not saying that. So you in real time just lied. And that's another way how y'all put, even though we know when it comes to
No, no, no,
breeding,
no, no, no.
hold up. When it comes to breeding and the forced breeding on black women, being able to have reproductive autonomy is something that collectively we had to work towards. And again, that's a right we had to establish for ourselves. And here you go, well, it's a little different because you got putting around me and I want something to say. That's an example you put in your fucking race, your gender before your race. Because you think, hold up, I'm a man though. I'm a man though. Like, let's be honest. Don't lie. Thank you, Lady Q.
Wait. Hold on.
but it takes
Let
two
me.
though. It takes two though.
Hold on, Mike. She asked me. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So you telling me if a man and a woman, it takes a man and woman, keyword man and woman have a baby, and the woman only has the choice. She don't gotta ask the man nothing. The father, she ain't gotta ask the father a damn thing.
Okay, hold up. Before I answer that, why did you say you was pro-life? I mean, pro-choice.
I am pro-choice. That's
No, no,
why.
no, no. What do you think pro-choice
I
is?
was about to ask him that.
Hold
But
up, Jess. What do you think pro?
see. All right, hold on,
What do you think
I'm
pro-choice is?
y'all. The thing about it is y'all are looking in it too deep to
What do
make a
you
man
think
wrong.
pro? Hold up,
Y'all looking
no. What
in
do
it
you
too
think?
deep.
What do you think pro-choice is?
I know it. Why do I gotta give a
No, no,
definition of
no.
what pro-choice
Just tell
is?
us what pro-choice means.
Pro-choice is allowing women to decide what to do with their bodies. Having a baby, don't have a baby, get an abortion, not have an
Okay, so I'll
abortion.
go ahead. So you feel
That's
hold up.
pro-choice.
So you're saying you're pro-choice, but when I ask you, thank you, Lady Q. I need a backside little animation. If that's the case, then why are you up here at the same time saying, "Oh, I don't get a say. I don't get a say."
Yes,
Thank
because
you.
you're all right, because you're making it your own narrative. That's why you're spinning it So the way you want it. So
No,
the
I'm
way
not spinning
you,
the
yes,
motherfucking
yes,
thing. No,
you are
you're
spinning it the way you
lying.
want it. You
Hold
are.
up.
You're
No, no,
looking
no.
in
You're
too
lying.
deep.
Hold up. Pause. Pause. This is what I'm saying. I'm spinning it to be what I wanted, even though I asked you just now to define it. And I'm going on based off what you just said, what your pro-choice is. And now you said I'm redefining your words. You literally just say she get a say. It's her choice what she do. But you just said at the same time, well, I don't get a say. That's not
Tara, hold on, hold on,
pro-choice.
hold on, hold on, Tara. So, don't you think it should be between both people? If both people made the baby, don't
Sir,
you
if
think
you
he
think,
should have
hold
a say
up,
in it
that's
too?
what I'm saying. If you think it should be between both people, you are not pro-choice.
Can
I'm
I ask a
talking about
question?
abortion too, though. I'm talking about
No,
abortion
no, no,
too.
no, no. You're not pro-choice.
Can I
You
ask a
All
think you
right,
should have
Tara.
a
Okay.
say. You're
All
not
right, Tara. All right.
pro-choice.
Okay.
Can I ask a
Yeah.
question? If you and a woman were to have sex and she was to get pregnant, and you was to be like, I'm not ready to be a father. Could you please not have the baby? And she was to have it anyway. Do you believe that you should pay child support?
Yes, I do.
Do you
Yes,
believe that you
because
should pay and you would be fine with that? That you told her, you said, I'm really not ready to have this baby. You know, I don't want to.
if any
Hold
man
on,
lay
hold on, hold
his
on, hold
lay
on.
his
No, 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 no. I don't really give a fuck about none of that. I'm trying to point out the contradiction, right? Because it's easy to say, no, I'm pro-black, I'm pro-choice, I'm for the community. We should all just come together. But when you ask people their thoughts on the issues they claim that they support, they don't hold up. This man just said he's pro-choice. I asked him what pro-choice is. I mean, she gets to choose whether she had a baby or not. But I asked him in his situation, now he wants to have a say. If you're truly pro-choice, whether she got pregnant by you or not, you would say that's her decision. She would decide that. He's
Tara,
not
hold on.
pro-choice. It's the same thing when it comes to the fucking pro-black niggas, and you ask them what liberation look like, and it's like, oh, we come together, we're gonna be married, but he's still gonna be a head of the household. He's still on a hierarchy when it comes to women and children. That's what I'm saying.
But
Like y'all like the
why should
y'all
the
know
man be
y'all use
disregarded though?
labels. Mike, you gotta go. Y'all use labels to hide behind. That nigga not fucking pro-choice. He don't give a fuck. Actually, if a woman got pregnant and he wanted her to have a baby and she didn't, he wants to be able to force her to have the motherfucking baby. Because
I would never do
when
that.
hold
I
up,
would
and
never.
when other white men write legislation to limit black women's reproductive laws, where the fuck you think he literally going to stand? If he's sitting in that booth by himself and another motherfucker standing behind him, who you think he going? What do you think he going to vote for? Be honest.
All right, agree to disagree, man. Agree to disagree, I guess. I believe
Hold
if a
on,
man
wait, hold on,
dies,
Kevin,
oh,
because you've been
okay, my
talking for
bad.
a
Go ahead,
while.
go ahead.
Let
You're right.
Dark Knight go.
My bad.
So, if we're going to have conversations like these, we have to be historically accurate. We have to have a historical analysis so we can come to the right conclusion. So, with that being said, America, Western culture is very anti-intellectual, very anti-intellectual. Also, we have
This
to
sounds like some shit you said earlier somewhere else. What does that got to do with the conversation?
say that again.
What the fuck that got to do with the topic?
No, I'm getting there.
Get
So,
there. Get there.
okay, give me a second. I'm getting there. So we have to define. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand the environment that it's basically we're in a war, and we act like we don't understand that we're in a war. So when you're in a war, you know what I'm saying? There are certain protocols that you have to follow, which means you have to define.
We in a war with who?
We're in a war with Western society and culture.
What is Western society and culture?
Say that again.
Can you define Western society and culture?
Well, it would go back to colonialism, go all the way back to Cecil Rhodes. It go all the way back to
So
it goes back.
white supremacy.
Yeah, white supremacy.
Okay, so black people are in a war with white supremacy.
Yes, we're in a war. This is a
Okay,
war.
so then can you explain why do black men put their gender before their race if we're actively in a war with white supremacy?
Because we were snatched from our homeland. And when you're snatched from the land that you were historically from
No, hold
and
up, hold
brought
up,
to,
hold up, hold
let me
up, hold
finish.
up.
Let me
No, no,
talk.
no, no, nigga. We talking about this
No,
fucking top. Get straight
no,
to the
nigga.
topic.
That's all I get is no, nigga. I'm just trying to explain myself.
It could be worse.
Why are you saying it so? Why are you saying it like
I
that?
don't like how you said the ER like that.
Yeah, are you black? Oh no,
Nah,
that's crazy. That man said no, nigga. Jesus.
ER be I've been assaulted.
Right.
You said what happened?
I got assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
He hurt my
Who did it and
feelings.
why?
He did say hard ER. He said it twice too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, everybody watch what happened. Ain't nobody except for E stood and like help protect me. I always got to depend on black women. That shit crazy.
Hello.
But I know. Go ahead, Sharon.
Oh my gosh. Why do black men put gender before race? At this point, I think it's kind of like a patsy, right? We do it just to get y'all support, but ultimately we still see our gender as being more important because we still trying to we trying to get to the same position of the white T man where he's allowed to weaponize his gender or whatever against his own women, right? And we still want to like, even though we can't be up there next to him, we still see that it gives us a semblance of power and or authority, which is why we hold on to it. So the moment, say for instance, right, like the moment that black women's, needs or desires don't align with ours, then it becomes second, third, fourth, fifth priority. And we deprioritize it and we start to focus on things that are more like important to black men, right? So it pretty much, right, is like, since black women are affected by smexism and black men are not, we feel the leeway to be able to disregard it, right? Y'all got to deal with smexism. Y'all focus on that on y'all own. Now that we've already addressed, like racism and all this other or whatever, right? Now we can go ahead and retain our masculinity, reside in our maleness, and we can be all right like that. And y'all focus on y'all own issues. I think it means that's really how we see ourselves. We see ourselves as our gender first because ultimately we identify with men of other cultures.
Shimmer, let me ask you a question. Why do you think white men don't put their gender before their race? Why do you think white men put their race before their gender?
You said why they put their race before their gender? Because they have the privilege to be able to do so. Um, like they're literally at the top of the totem pole. They don't have to worry about anything being detracted from them from being at least not on the basis of race, right? Black men stand to benefit not on the basis of race, but on the basis of gender. Therefore, since that's what we benefit from, that's what we will gravitate more towards because that's like the first and like the only thing that we can actually kind of rely on in order to kind of protect us in the society that's meant to benefit men. Because if it's on race, we'd be fucked over as well. I mean, we are, but what I'm saying is in comparison to gender, that's like our only saving grace, so to speak. When it comes to white men, um, they are, I think because of where they are, right, and the community is essentially in the vision that they wanted to, the community aligns with their own visions of, or their interests are what form their community. So by default, building up their community on the basis of their race, right, it automatically and inherently serves their purposes. Whereas if we actually in the black community did things that benefited the entire race, there'd be actual equality, there'd be actual like equity. Black men would be just as invested in dismantling sexism and misogyny as would racism and things that we consider to be anti-black. Did I answer your question, East?
It did. Kevin, did you want to respond?
Having the white supremacists.
Yeah, so we had a man come up here and Tara had asked him, he was like, she asked him, if you had to be reincarnated as a black woman or a white man, what would you come back as? And that man, and he said that he would come back as a white man. He would never come back as a black woman. Even though he said he loves being black, and and we like, that goes to show you that they value the manhood over the race. But when it comes to, I think that a lot of black women need to hear these types of conversations. That's why I love when Tara runs this prompt. Black women need to hear these conversations because black women have put our race above all. We put the community, we put the black community above everything else. And black women need to understand that when we're putting the black community above everyone else, black men don't feel like that. They're putting black men at the top. So we have to also I think that a lot of black women need to understand that a lot of these niggas are our ops. Like, they will put themselves over the community. When black women are fighting for the black community, we're fighting for black women, black LGBTQ, black disabled, black children, black, like, you know what I'm saying, black everything. But when black men are fighting for their community, they're only fighting for black men, heterosexual black men at that.
I was saying earlier about the guy who beat up the CEO, and like how sick it is to see a black woman go get that man information so people put money on his books, because like he's violent. First of all, I wonder why the fuck he in prison so long. He don't give a fuck what's going on, what kind of shit he did to get in there. And it's like, it's just interesting because he's a violent man who clearly don't respect women. He don't mind being talked to crazy. He just want a man to do it. He don't give a fuck about being treated a certain way and living in a cage, long as a man don't want to put him in a fucking cage. So it's just interesting. You can't be like, well, that's what she get. That's what she get. What the fuck? No, that's not cool. That shit wasn't cool, period. That's why he where the fuck he at in the first place. And I just, it's just irritating because I saw a lot of that. Well, y'all can't be talking to them crazy, and I would have did this. That's back to like that pick me shit when you like, oh well, I wouldn't be in that situation because I would handle this way. It's all a coping mechanism. It's all coping mechanism. Cause you think that same nigga would fucking respect you? No, a monster gonna be a monster. What's up, Drika?
Hey, Drika, baby. Yeah, yeah, I think that it's kind of. I haven't seen the video. I passed by it a bunch of times, but before it even started happening, I was just like, nah, I don't want to put. I don't want to put this energy on my phone today. So it will end up going back to watch it because I want to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I gotta go find a video on YouTube. I couldn't find it on TikTok, but
Hey y'all, it's all over TikTok. It's
Yeah.
literally all
I
over
couldn't
TikTok.
find it. I believe everybody has screenshots of it.
Hey Jesse, hey y'all, my bad. That video, I'm pissed off about that. So it's interesting that y'all talking about it because I just scrolled past the video. And I actually believe that it relates to the prompt. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know if that's why y'all was talking about it or not, but a lot of things that motivate that type of behavior is this idea of manhood and, oh, I'm a man and no woman should be talking to me any kind of way. And the way that people are responding, including women, are responding and cheering that on is another symptom of us thinking that that putting black men in this endangered species category, like they're victims, no matter how deplorable their behaviors are. So for whatever reason, his actions have been deemed as like a liberation act or like a rebellious act against the system for black folks. Meanwhile, he's in prison because he's a fucking hardened, violent criminal towards the community. That's who he hurt. And I think that anybody who knows anything about the prison system or the prison system, they know that when these men come out of prison, they are able to twist and contort and make up and exaggerate the stories of that happen. And even if it's true that there are some officers that step out of line and you feel a way about it, at the end of the day, a lot of the violence that happened towards inmates in there, black inmates specifically, are at the hands of other black inmates all the time.
I agree, girl.
I was saying,
No, I'm sorry.
I was saying that
No, no, I agree.
the yeah, so like black women failed to, unfortunately, because that's what we've been told, to think that, oh, we all in this shit together, and that's not how it is. That's why when you look at the issues that we rally around as a group of people, is male, it's issues that are relevant to black men, but never black women, right? And that's what I was saying. Like, if that same CEO was a fucking white man, it wouldn't have went down like that. And it's like, why the fuck are we cheering some shit like that on?
Yeah, I knew that like for a while now. I think they started I came to this conclusion like a few years ago when we first started hosting these topics, and black men would get up here and say, oh, well, the black woman put the man out for food stamps and welfare. And to me, it was like, okay, so one, you couldn't be put out the house if you were married. That was one of the reasons why. So that means that y'all wasn't marrying black women even back then. But also, too, if she had to put you out of her house in order to provide food for her children because you were not able to do it, then why would you want the children to suffer just so you can have a place to lay down your bones? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I knew, like, for like just little things, like the littlest things, like how they push the nuclear family and they don't push multi-generational households. It's because they want to be the head of the family. When they say stupid shit like, the man should get the big piece of chicken, the man should eat first. What kind of human being would want to eat before a child? Like, that's never made sense to me. I don't understand any person, let alone it be a parent, but any person to want to eat food before a child is receiving sustenance. So I say it a lot of times, and niggas be getting mad, but I don't give a fuck. But I genuinely don't think that black men like black children. I don't think that they like children, period, but they especially do not like black children.
Hey, can I say something about that prison situation?
Hold on, 30, because Tech didn't go.
I know you ain't just interrupt her while she was talking.
I didn't interrupt her.
Hey y'all. So it says, why do black men put gender before race? Gender, okay. If they put gender first, then their allies would be mainly like white men. And then if they put race first, then their allies would be like black women. And if they were to side with black women, it would just come with too much work, responsibility, accountability, all of that stuff they don't want to do. But if they ally with white men, then they could be like as violent and racist and sexist and homophobic and all of that as they want to be. So I think they're picking the right side.
Yeah, even though they the same motherfuckers who be locking them up.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. They lock up. Everybody can join law enforcement. Anybody, black man, black woman, white person, white woman.
No,
anybody can join the law enforcement.
Hold up,
anybody
y'all.
can.
I remember one time I was telling 30 he sounded like a white man. He said he didn't care, but go ahead, 30.
Let me say this, right?
I remember that.
You're telling me because I'm speaking English that I'm sounding like a white person, which is crazy and very much anti-black.
No, don't lie.
All right, that's very much anti-American for you to say that. But I want to say this, right?
Anti-American?
Yeah. I want to say
you want to be white so bad. It's disgusting.
How do I want to be something that I'm not? How do I want to be something that I'm not, man? I'm a nigga.
Go ahead, 30. Go ahead, so you can prove the point.
I'm a Negro. So my thing about the prison situation is this, right? When it comes to that situation, well, women know that and I ain't just talking about women, even every guard, white, black, man or woman, you are working in a damn prison. All right. And these people stay here. You just work here. You just work here. These folks stay here. So guess what? A nigga that got a damn charge, right? For aggravated something, aggravated anything, and he get up in your ass because you don't know how to respect prison politics. You work there. You should know this. Talking to somebody,
What?
talking to somebody crazy, right?
What are you
Disrespecting.
talking about?
I'm talking about the situation we just talking about.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Talking to somebody crazy, right? And you walking amongst them, and you think, well, I just told you I don't care. Well, I don't give a f. I don't give a f. And then he say, "Ma'am, stop cussing at me." And then you hit him with this pepper spray. Oh, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Guess what? You working in a male-dominated prison. That man don't give a damn. He already locked up. He knock your ass out and stump your ass out. Guess what? Welcome to prison. Welcome to prison, motherfucker. You signed up there for
30,
that job.
30,
I'm so tired of
30.
people acting oblivious to
Hold up,
shit.
30. Hold up, 30. Why the men in prison? You should know. Why don't they be having that same smoke for the men guards, the ones who really be fucking them up and whooping their asses and pissing them and all that.
Niggas got smoke for other niggas in prison. That, bro,
He said the guards.
it's all the type of politics. Even guards know not to get out of line with prisoners. What are you talking about? Even
That's
guards know that.
Okay, hold
suspicious.
on,
It'll
wait,
be
hold on 1 second. Let me say this. Okay, so the guards know. Let me put it like this.
You
Even if
know
it's
that, Drika.
true, hold on. Okay, even if it's true that the prisoners know, they'll do all that. They give the same energy to the male officers as they will the women officers. They ain't got shit for the judge that stuck it to them. Them
I don't
motherfuckers.
think what he's saying is
Them
true
motherfuckers
because the
let.
prison, just like the
I'm talking.
plantation,
Hold
it
up,
could
hold
be
up, hold
20 black men
hold
and
up.
they're not going to do shit to that one white man. It don't got to be a.
You don't know shit about prison, man.
Hold up. I'm gonna drop you too. I don't like when people doing that. Y'all heard Drika
I
talking.
don't
Go
know why
ahead.
people do like that's the weirdest thing to me, Tara. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, um, then I can't remember. My point is this: all that shit they talking and all this bravado and this fake tough stuff. At the end of the day, they being stuck too when they in the motherfucking jail cell, and y'all try to make it seem like it's cool that they get to prove how violent they are. I don't care who they're being violent to. It's the job of the people to secure the facility. And the fact that he's that violent towards women and the fact that everybody else is supporting it just shows how fucked up everybody is. Because at the end of the day, he's still gonna be in a motherfucking cage. And the dumb bitch gotta get older. Now what he gonna do when he get older?
He
Because when he
already.
get older, hold on. The older he gets, and the more his reputation, how his reputation gonna stick on his jacket. What y'all gonna say when some of these out of their mind officers who y'all claim those women were do him something? Then what? Is he gonna be the victim then? When he lose that this macho thing that he got going on, is he gonna be the victim then? Because he's still gonna be the motherfucking state property. Y'all are so stupid. He's a dummy. He's a violent dummy. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win. They're gonna send his ass to one of them country ass towns, and he's gonna get a use of force on his ass every motherfucking time they gotta transport that bitch somewhere. Are y'all stupid? Are you dumb? That's y'all problem. It's
Drika,
the
what?
weirdest thing ever.
Drika, what does it matter if he's already in prison for aggravated M? What does it matter if he's already locked up and he can't get a bond and he already doing 20, 30 years? Why does it matter what type of stain he has on his damn jacket? He obviously don't give a fuck, but she didn't know that. She
But he
obviously
don't,
don't know
because
that.
you know why? He don't got the same type. He don't got that same smoke for the supremacists in there. The
Ma'am,
niggas that be having the swap. The hold on, 30. If he was serving an M and he got quadruple life sentences served consecutively, why he don't use that same smoke to go and unalive the YT supremacists or them gangs that be the skinhead gangs or the niggas that with the swastikas tattooed on the back of their head? Why he chose to go after inmate, a white woman who's a guard who's just doing her job?
Hold on. Can I ask a question?
It's not to cuss out niggas and be disrespectful.
She told him
Well,
to.
that's not
That's
what
not her
happened.
job. That's not her job.
He should have
That
complied.
ain't what happened.
That's not her
No,
job.
So first,
that's not what
We all
happened.
seen the
30,
video. We all seen the
30,
video.
30, 30. That's not what happened.
That is
It
what
doesn't
happened.
matter. 30. He's not running anything.
She's
That's the
not either.
thing.
She has to
Yes,
give
she
him basic
is.
rights.
Yes, she is running stuff. She's running the dorm. She's running the pod. If I tell somebody to get out my face, they need to get the fuck out my face. I don't gotta argue with you. Are you stupid? You don't have to go back and forth with nobody. He's not in control. He's not that man. That's his problem. That motherfucker is cage minded. He don't realize he's not that man. Go take your motherfucking ass to your dorm. That's his problem. And that's clearly y'all problem. Y'all think that because he's a man, he has more authority by default. Y'all think his birthright is more authority than hers.
That's not true,
She's
Drika.
running the dorm.
That's not true. I
and
don't
the
think
thing
that he
about it
has
is, she
authority.
actually ordered him to go away from where she was walking, and he did not comply. Now, as far as like free movement, cell blocks, and stuff like that, the protocol is that if they do not comply with your order, you call a supervisor, and if they continue to, not comply, then yeah, you're allowed to put them in hand restraints and wait for the supervisor to get there. But the fact of the matter is, he should have just walked off the first time she ordered him to walk off. He could have went to go find another officer. He could have waited a few minutes till she left that cell block, or he could have put in the I-60, which they be calling a snitch kite, and waited till a supervisor, like the unit major or whatever, got with him, and then he could have filed a grievance or something like that and got it taken care of. He could have avoided this by simply walking off when she ordered him to.
The only
And
reason why y'all
Sharon,
saying that because y'all
wait, hold
coming
on,
from
30. Let me say this real quick. And Sharon, the thing that's interesting about this too, they're saying he's being respectful. You and I both know he's not being respectful. He wasn't being respectful. He was being defiant out the gate. All of that tone, he used that tone. He was playing the game. He wasn't literally being respectful. I know. Well, I don't know if you know. That's how I see it. Let me just say it like that. That's how I see
I
it.
want to say this, right? And I get everything y'all saying about the compliance and all of this,
Sir,
right?
I'm
But
gonna go
that goes
watch the
back,
video. I'll be right back.
to the first point being made, right? They stay there. She works there. She doesn't have to stay there, right? So y'all want somebody, they already in prison, right? And then that was that? He said, why you don't go against the swastikas and all that? You ever heard of prison politics, ma'am? Gang politics, ma'am? It's not just no motherfucking, hey, all the black men and all the Latino men, let's all link up and let's go unalive these white dudes over here. The black people fighting the Latinos fighting the black people, the Latinos fighting the white people, the black people fighting the white people fighting black people, all that shit. Gang politics. Let's stop acting dense up in here, right? And y'all want to use it y'all want to say it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. When you in prison and you living that life, guess what? What the niggas say? What them niggas say? You either gonna go in, you gonna get with the gang, or you gonna be a damn Muslim. Which one you gonna do? Take the choice, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? I ain't never been to prison. I don't plan on going to prison. But I
Sound like
know if I'm in prison, I know if I'm in prison, I at least want to be treated like a human by the motherfucking CO who's getting paid to be here.
No, that's
The
not what.
fuck?
Okay, always the thing that gets thrown out there, being treated like a human. He wasn't respecting the orders. He knows what the rules are, and at the end of the day, if it would have been a warden, he probably wouldn't have did that. And that's just the bottom line. And it's weird, but beyond all that, it doesn't matter. Even with her saying getting smart, her having a smart mouth, the fact that y'all think that she should have been almost unalive is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Bottom line, motherfuckers don't have no empathy for women at all. None. I just triple say my people was laughing like it's funny, and it's ironic because they're laughing at a black man beating a woman damn near to a bloody pulp, almost to unalivement. But then they want to cry. They want to cry when they be resisting. It's diabolical. He's fucking evil. And the motherfuckers who think it's funny is evil too.
don't think it's right. I hate that she got harmed. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that she got harmed. But at the end of the day, though, right? When you like again, it goes back to what I'm saying. They live there. She works there. She knows that she has an advantage over him. That she's being the
Hold
CEO.
up. No. He live in a fucking facility. You acting like it's his. That nigga live in a fucking facility and there's rules in that facility. There's rules in that fucking facility. You acting like, well, you know, she just trespassed on his fucking property. And not only that, you think ain't gonna be consequences to that shit? Like, it's gonna show him exactly how much he lived in and she worked there. Yeah. It's like this though. Hold up. Prisons for
make themselves seem like they're the victim. You're not the victim. If you commit a crime and you go to prison, it's not that nobody getting an advantage over you,
Some
so they
people
should
in
treat you
prison that
better.
didn't commit crimes. Some people are in there because they're falsely accused. So you can't look at all of them that
Okay.
way. That's the
No, yes,
issue.
no. Yes, you can. Hold on. You don't look at them about the crime. The people at the facilities have nothing to do with the judgment, with the arresting or the judging of those people. But you do have to treat them like they're incarcerated. It doesn't matter what you say. Ain't nobody about to be trying to figure out and
You
adjudicating
right
people's
about that,
cases.
but
Treat them like they're inmates.
and the stand she took when she knew she was about to mace a male, because I'm a female and I dress like a male, like that's what I do. But I still, when I'm in altercation with a male, I always tell males like I don't want to fight. Like that's literally it. I feel like when he asked her to call the white shirt and his voice started to raise because you could hear it in the video, she should have immediately called back up because this is still a man that
She
you're
did.
talking to.
Thank you. She tried to raise
She
up.
did.
She
No,
got
she
she tried
did
to
call
raise
somebody on
up
the
and she
radio.
got her ass handled.
I
Unfortunately.
don't believe he should have did that to her at all. Like let's get that straight. But I do believe that she should have handled the situation different as being the person that has authority in the situation.
Instead of escalating the situation, why did you
Exactly.
de-escalate the situation?
All right,
Why
so
must you be
30,
an asshole?
I
Why you
just
gotta
went
be
on
an
YouTube.
asshole?
Hold on, 30. I went in on YouTube and I went to go watch the video. She did try to de-escalate the situation. First, he was talking about, oh, you just woke me up for no reason. First of all, they got to shake your bunk down, right? They got to do the random checks to make sure ain't no weapons, make sure you ain't got no contraband. And then he was like, oh, I don't never do this. I don't never do that. I don't got this. I don't got that. I don't got no violations. I don't got this. I don't got that. She listened. It said that has nothing to do with me. Could you please, as a matter of fact, walk away? He didn't walk away.
But she
And then he
sprayed
said,
without
no,
backup.
hold on.
She
No, go
sprayed
watch the
without
video.
without
I
backup.
backup.
just went to go watch it. You're not gonna tell me what I just saw
I
with my
seen it
own
too.
eyes.
We seen it too.
Yeah, we seen it
She
too.
walked away. Okay, well then watch it again because you obviously didn't see it. Because she told him walk away right then and there. She was giving him a lot of grace because at the end of the day, you are a fucking nigga in a cage, and she's supposed to be running the bunks.
And that's how you
So
look at
she
and that's how
told
you
him to
look at
walk
inmates.
away. Yes.
My
And then
thing is she sprayed him without
hold on. I'm
backup.
gonna go
Let
ahead
her
and
finish.
yeah.
Need backup to spray somebody.
After she told him to walk away, he pointed at some type of tape on the floor. I guess that I don't know what that means, but I guess it means like he's by the tape, so that's his safe space or whatever. She was like, I don't give a fuck about that tape. Back away. Told him, okay, back away again. Like she gave that man so many warnings and he just stood there and he was already posturing as if he was going to assault her. And she did call,
Exactly. You're
I don't
proving
know
my
what a
point.
white shirted girl.
It's a rank, East. And I want to
Okay.
address something you said. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
wanted to talk. I
hold on.
wanted to
I'm
talk,
gonna just land
address
with
something.
this. He didn't even attack her first. He attacked the other female guard. He was beating up 2 female guards at the same time. And what's so crazy is that all of the niggas was cheering him on. All of the white T men, the Hispanic men, the black men's, all of the niggas was in there cheering him on. And I think that's disgusting and crazy. But yeah, he beat up 2 female guards.
Y'all know the
And the reason,
backstory of her?
wait, hold
Y'all don't
on,
know the backstory.
30, hold on, because you and Clumsy keep saying the same thing. We got it. Y'all thinking with tops on y'all mind. We got
No,
it.
I'm not thinking with
No,
the
no,
tops on
no,
my mind.
Clumsy. You said what you said. I want to
If
say
people
something
talking, can I
different.
talk
Is
back?
that okay?
Like
No,
what?
I'm about to say something. Can I say something different from what you about to repeat? Because you done said
Yes,
it 5
you can.
times. So can I say
No, what
something
I'm
different?
saying is when
No,
he put his
no.
hands up.
Can I say something different than what you about to repeat? We get it. You're saying that she should have knew it was a man. We got it. I want to say something different. So anyway, like we always talk about, when it comes to men, you can put all of them in a room together, and the one thing they're gonna connect on is their disdain for women. The reason why they were cheering probably is because a lot of men, they don't want women there because they don't like the fact that the women have power over them, and that is an agitator for them the minute they walk in the dorm, especially if the woman is standing on business and she's not in there to be their plaything and she's not entertaining them. They do not want that, right? When you was addressing Eve, how, because I was saying earlier, he had an attitude out the gate. He was being defiant out the gate, and he was getting himself ready to be violent out the gate, because whenever she said, "Hey, they don't have nothing to do with me," mind you, he's already coming to check her. Who the fuck is he to check her? First, she's allowing him to check her. She's like, "They don't have nothing to do with me." He's disrespecting her right then and there. He when he pointed at the floor, it was because he's saying, "I don't have to move." It don't matter if he said it out his mouth verbally or not. His body language and his action is saying, "No, I'm by this line. I can stand here," even though she told him to leave. So he was not being respectful. He just wasn't being as verbal, but his body language was everything. He was not being respectful, and that was my point. Out the
Exactly.
gate,
You
he
When
making
he
that
disrespected
same
pointed at
point.
the
When
line,
his
it was
body
almost
language
as if he
said
was
that.
saying, "This is my line. I'm behind my line." Like if he was trying to, it was on some weird dominant shit.
No, that's
No,
that's
that's where
that's
they're supposed to be
Okay,
at.
hold on. Let
That's
me
where they're
point this.
allowed to be at. That's why it's a line right there, because that's where they
No,
can
no,
be
no,
at.
no, no,
It
no.
wouldn't
Hold
be
on.
no
No, no,
line if
no,
they
no,
couldn't be
no,
right there.
no. You're misunderstanding something. First of all, it doesn't matter if they're allowed to be right there. If they're doing a shakedown of a cell, there's a staging area that inmates are supposed to go while their cell is being shaken down, right? As a person that's worked in the prison, if we're shaking down a cell block that has mass movement, right? Like inmates that are in general population of medium custody, we send them to the day room and we lock the day room so they cannot interfere in any way, shape, or form with the shakedown that's going on, whether it be picking up stuff that's on the run that's being tossed out the cell, or whether it is getting other types of contraband from other people's cell and putting it on their body. So when
Are
she tells him to
distracting,
go
hold
back,
on, Sharon, are distracting, purposely
right?
trying to distract the officers. Mention that.
Right, exactly. And then also, yeah, they'll try to distract certain officers. So, because oftentimes, like if you're on a unit that has multiple tiers or multiple rows, right? Oftentimes, when there's a shakedown coming from whatever row going in whatever direction, the inmates on the road next that's supposed to be shaken down, they will traffic and trade contraband under their doors, like from cell to cell, or they're trying to traffic it through the pipe chase, depending on how their unit is set up. So, yes, they will absolutely try to distract the officers that are supposed to be there watching what the inmates are doing. Secondly, too, even if that's the area that they're told to stand when other things are going on, the fact that he's right there after she told him to leave means that he's out of place. So not only is he out of place, he's also refusing to obey a direct order, which again is another case. So technically, he's in the wrong either way it goes, because he was probably told to go to another area where he's supposed to be staged at. So right, he didn't obey that order. Secondly, she told him to go back to wherever he was supposed to be at. He didn't obey that order. And on top of that too, because he disobeyed a direct order for where he was supposed to be at, that's also him being out of place. So even before we get to this whole altercation, he's already in the wrong at least 3 different times.
And not cuffing up is resisting out the gate.
I honestly, I'm not. This is what you guys don't understand. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. What I'm saying is when he showed aggression by raising his hands and doing all that, to me, that's a male showing aggression when I'm in confrontation with a male. When he starts raising his hand and doing all that, I would not want to take him on by myself, like even spraying him. I would have called for backup immediately. And when backup got there, he would have got sprayed because he still ain't moved.
I want to say this, right? And don't interrupt me, please, y'all. Don't get triggered. But I don't think that, I think women
Nobody's gonna interrupt you,
I
30.
think as you interrupt these, I think women are compromised when they work at men prisons, men dominated prisons, and I think men are compromised when they work at women facilities. I don't think women should work in a situation, a prison with men. I think you're compromised, and I honestly, I think it can work both ways. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's right because not only that, you're putting yourself in danger. And you're putting a lot of more women in danger as well. It's no fair. They shouldn't be able to look at women while they locked up. You know what I'm saying? I agree. So guess what? Even with you being a woman CO, you being there, you're a problem. You're a compromise. And y'all COs up here, y'all sounding real patriotic right now. You know what I'm saying? Repping out for y'all motherfucking prisons, repping out for y'all patriarchal beliefs that y'all claim to be going against. Y'all sounding real patriotic up here.
Lock them
I
up.
like that
Anyway, lock them up. But anyway, let me say this real quick. This is the thing that's interesting. y'all wanna make it seem like women get this like this. They get high off authority and they're compromised when they go to these facilities and poor men and poor these black men and this and another. Well, then y'all get y'all scary ass off the motherfucking people line at the warehouse and go work there. Get y'all scary ass out the motherfucking line on the what it is, the fucking warehouses. Get out of there. Stop holding them signs at construction sites. Go to motherfucking school. Get you a social service degree. Go to school, be a nurse. Go to school and be an educator. Go to school, go to your state, take the state test, and go work at the motherfucking prison. But y'all scared. Y'all some
Y'all ain't getting
motherfucking
paid shit. I ain't
y'all,
trying to
hold
be funny.
on,
They not getting
no,
paid shit.
hold on.
Nobody's
Don't
scared.
interrupt
People
me.
don't agree
They
with
Don't
their
not
tactics,
getting
hold
but they're
on.
paid.
humans.
Hold on. Stop interrupting me. And Miss Lady, you not a man. So why when I'm not talking to you and you can't speak for men. So
And
stop
if
speaking for
hold
them.
on 1 second, if you're not,
No.
we're in the open.
Stop speaking for men because I'm talking about men. And y'all want to interrupt me when I'm calling out the truth about the men. Men are scared to work at the prisons and not just as COs because I'm giving all the people who understand that I'm giving more than just being a CO. Put a 1 in the chat. I said go be an educator and work in the education department. Go get your nursing degree and be a correctional nurse. Go get your social service degree and you can help with the rehabilitation. But they're not going to do that because they're scared shitless to work in a male prison. That's why women do it.
I don't think
That's my
men.
point.
I don't think men afraid to work in a man prison. I think
There are a lot of men
men
that are
don't want to be
afraid.
in a man prison because men don't want to be around men. And black men don't want to be in a prison because there's other ways to make money than to look at a bunch of niggas all day. You know what I'm saying? And
That's the
babysit
difference.
grown ass men. So I'm not about to sit up. I think only people who work at and don't I promise y'all don't get mad at me, bro. I think the only people who work at prisons, right, really like a sense of power. They haven't had any type of power a day in their life.
That's
So
some
when they
inmates
get
though.
in, so when they get inside these
And the
law
only people who
enforcement,
go to
so when they
prison
get inside,
and the only people who go to prison is ones who hate their community and hate being black.
that's not necessarily true. Little kids get locked up all the time for innocent crimes they didn't do. So what I'm saying
In
is,
prison,
people who work, yeah, in prison, people who go
little
to
kids don't get locked up in prison.
people who work at prisons, right? They wake up every day happy to make somebody else's life fucking miserable. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they go there for no motherfucking rehabilitation to help a motherfucker learn and grow. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. I'm talking about the COs. I'm not talking
The
about the
inmates
social
harm the
drinker,
inmates harm each
drink.
other more. Cause 30-year lying, the
Come on,
inmates harm
bro.
each other more than
Come
the
on, bro.
COs. The most danger an inmate is in is when he's around his peers. That's the most danger he's in from sun up to motherfucking sun down. It's going to be other inmates. You're fucking
Why
lying.
can't you work at a woman's prison? Why do you must not you personally, but why women must work at a man's prison? Why not work at a woman's prison?
Sir. Go look up the
I
amount of people that work in women prisons and the ones that work in male prisons and see it's mostly women in both. What are you not getting?
okay, that's fine.
Women are running everything.
Uh,
They're in the ones working in the facilities,
yeah, so you're
nurses,
upholding the
teachers,
so
social
you're up
service, all
so
of
you're
that.
so women are upholding the patriarchal system that they say that they're trying to take down. right?
No, that's not
Hold on,
That
true.
is not how that
Y'all
let me
niggas
respond
is
works.
to that.
supposed to
Wait,
be in jail. Y'all
let me,
prisoners. Don't
not,
do
not
the
that
crime
part,
if you don't want to do the time.
but let me respond to that really, really quick, because it's gonna piss me off. This the thing, and I want the women to listen to what 30 saying. This has been a constant thing amongst us in our community. I want y'all to wonder, how is it that we demonize the people who are working legitimate jobs within the community to supposed to be in spots or need to be in spots where there can be injustices. They demonize that, but the criminals are not demonized. These men who've been committing crimes in our community for fucking years are not demonized. They're the victims, and the people who decide to be a nurse and work in corrections or be a teacher and work in corrections is being demonized for working in a prison, but not the men who go to prison. It's in fucking sane.
Both can be true at the same
So the
time.
notion, the
Both can
first,
be
and
true at the
also the
same
notion of
time.
thinking that, oh well, the men that work here are always trying to exercise some type of power. That's not, no. That, first of all, that's not true. And if we gonna be 100% honest, if we gonna be all the way 100% honest, when it comes to the people, specifically the men that be working there, a lot of times the men are also like deferential to a lot of these male inmates, because what you got to understand is most of the men that go in there, they see these inmates that be in the day room working out 2 3 hours whenever they in there. A lot of these motherfuckers are intimidated. You know how many other male CEOs I had to get on their ass because they wouldn't write a fucking jack case because they scared of these niggas? And when I say nigga, I don't mean black men specifically.
I
So
know
when we
what you
talk
mean.
about the fact they trying to take out the notion that they trying to take out some type of authority or something like that, I'm not gonna say that it's not there's not a collective of men that are like that, but a lot of these motherfuckers be scared. They are there to get a check and go the fuck
So
home.
you admit that there is a collective of guards who particularly sign up for these jobs where they have to lock people up, whether it be police officers, whether it be COs, where they have to tell a motherfucker when to shit, sleep, and eat, all that type of shit. You admit that there is a big majority
Yeah,
collective of
and they
people
win and
that
them
do
niggas
that
lose. Yeah,
because
they
they want
win and
because
them
they
niggas
they
are
have no
losers.
power
They
because they
cut
have
from
no
the same
power.
cloth. 30. They're cut from the same cloth and you're mad about it. The same officers that you want to dehumanize are just the same as the criminals. The criminals that you're talking about are cut from the same cloth as these corrupted correctional officers. One wins and one loses. Sorry, they're losers. They lost. Oh well. The fuck is you talking about? They're the losers. When the police, when that crooked police um fold on the criminal is the loser. He's a fucking loser. He lost in the game that he chose to play, and y'all are mad about that. Y'all been tricking us. When that crooked judge sentenced that man, that criminal, to a crazy amount of years, he lost the game he was playing. Oh well. The fuck is you talking about? We not stupid and dizzy no more. 30. Y'all are fighting a battle, and y'all fight a battle. The criminals and the justice system has been fighting battles of corruption and been tugging the black community in between it. And we're getting hit to saying when y'all niggas come head to head, the clash of the titans, and the criminal lose the game that he signed up for and he exploited his community for. Fuck him. Bye to the loo, bitch. To the motherfucking loo, bitch. Bye. Oh well. Don't nobody give a fuck about them no more. I ain't marching for a motherfucker. You lost the game you signed up for, bitch. Frank Lucas, fucking Rick Ross, y'all lost. Y'all losers. Y'all the losers. So
Cut
what?
it out, bro. Cut it out, bro.
Also, it's when you say
Man,
that,
it
it's
sounds like
interesting
she just
because
hate
hold up,
men, like as a
hold up,
whole. Like,
She did so.
hold up. No, stop talking over me. Here's the thing, right? Because a lot of motherfuckers is celebrating this shit like this nigga won. Y'all do know he gonna pay for this shit, right? Like you do know, like it ain't. Oh, she should have followed the rules. She got what came to her. This nigga gonna pay for this shit. Y'all do realize this, right? There's no celebration to be had. This nigga gonna get back what he did tenfold. This is not a fucking win. And the way some motherfuckers is like, oh, you know, you can't fuck with him. Never forget, you don't fuck with a man, whatever. He gonna get that shit. That's why he living in a cage now. And y'all niggas don't understand that.
You know what else too,
Go
Tara?
ahead, let Winter go. Okay.
Well, I was gonna say not only is he gonna pay for it, but the other inmates are gonna pay for it too.
These motherfuckers acting like this their hero or something. That shit's fucking weird.
it is.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Winter.
Winter. But I agree with you, yeah, E. I
You got
just
it
feel
on the
like
way.
what? I am out here. Hi chat. I just feel like a lot of stuff could have been avoided in this situation. Like they both was wrong. I feel like he was
Both
dead
was
ass
on.
wrong, but I feel like if she would have just like got that white shirt, a lot of shit wouldn't have happened. I feel like she was trying to
Hold on. What's a white shirt?
dog. What you
Sergeant.
mean? The
Hold on,
sergeant.
no, no.
Once they ask for that, you have to
A
get that.
ranking officer, Tara. It's a ranking officer, like a lieutenant or something.
Once they
Someone with
ask for
a
that, you have to get
higher,
them.
like
I
a
don't feel like,
supervisor,
yeah, like I
right?
feel like once he
Yeah, that don't
came,
work in jail. I think she deserved
But
that
he
ass
wanted the
whooping.
manager.
Straight up. It ain't shit gonna happen to him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold on,
Tara,
hold
he
on. He
wants a
wanted the
manager.
manager.
He gonna
Yeah, he
spend a
Yeah,
wanted
few
to
he wants a
speak with the
manager.
prison manager.
he gonna spend a
He was
few
acting
months in
like a Karen.
solitary. He gonna spend a few months in solitary and they gonna let him
Oh,
back
he
out.
hurt. You hurt because I was talking shit about your hero. No, no, nigga, he gonna get charged with this
Nigga,
shit.
he
He ain't gonna get no
already
few
doing
months in
30 something
solitary.
years, nigga.
but
What's
I say
the
he
charge?
definitely getting charged with that.
Look
They
like a nigga.
definitely gonna charge him with that. There's no way that he's
Nigga,
not.
they gonna give him a few more years onto what he already got. Assault
Yeah,
on a police officer is another 5 years.
yeah,
That
yeah.
ain't shit. To a nigga that's already doing 32 years. What the fuck is 5
But
years?
to a
Hold
nigga that was
on. That
halfway
ain't shit.
down,
Hold
that's
up.
something though.
Hold
If he
up.
was halfway down
Hold
and he was
up. To
almost getting
lose
out,
5 years. Hold up. Cause y'all
He
niggas
wasn't finna get it
dumb. Cause we
already out.
know
He
that
was
y'all
on
all
3
instant
fucking
gratification. You don't know shit about delayed gratification. That's fucking crazy. Like he just gonna have to do
I'm gonna
another
lie,
little
y'all. This
5 years.
happened. That
he wasn't on
Hold
he was
up.
on 3 first degree felonies. He wasn't going no fucking where, no time
And what
soon.
was he? What the felonies are that
Nowhere.
he did?
The felonies were murder charges. He had a couple of
Yeah,
murder
this nigga
charges on him.
violent. Why y'all rooting for a violent nigga?
What? Why the fuck is you on the fucking cop side? Do you think they supposed to just treat us any motherfucking way just cause?
That
Wait,
ain't us.
he,
No, no, no.
Wait,
This nigga, I'm not a part of the group with this nigga. This nigga's violent. He in a fucking prison cell. I'm not in a prison cell.
and
I ain't fucking unalive nobody.
he probably
And
unalived
no,
somebody black. Why would you
don't
want
try
to
to
be
lump
on his
me in with this
side?
nigga. No, hell no. He did fucking wrong. That if I was there, he would have did the same motherfucking thing to me. What the fuck you
Nah,
talking about?
check it. He's
We?
in jail because him and his homeboy robbed a store and the store clerk killed his
you
homeboy
saying
and
he
he
would have
goes
did
to
the same
jail for
thing
the
to you
fucking
if
No,
you
we
was
don't
there,
care
but would
about
you would have
that.
handled the situation
Boy
how
had that
that
coming.
that guard handled the situation? Would you would have did the same thing that that guard did in that situation, or what would you would have did differently, or what would you would have did the same?
that guard needed her ass whooped. Point blank period. I bet she'll
Yes.
show some
No, I'm
motherfucking
saying
and you
she
respect
need to
said
go
next
to
time.
jail. And you need your
Yeah,
ass
you
whooping.
should
You
be
need
in
to go to
prison with him.
jail.
no. I'm
You
Just
need
saying
to
shut
go
your
she
to
punk
said
ass
that
jail.
up.
she
Hold
This
said
is
if
on,
that.
crazy.
Winter. Hold on, Winter. No, OG, you need
Wish
to
I
take
could
this
beat your
motherfucking ass to
ass.
jail. But you
You can
can't
get your
though.
ass beat,
You
bitch.
hold on, Shan, I got it. But OG, you wish you could, but you can't, you violent motherfucker. You unstable bitch. You wish you could, but you
Who is
can't.
this?
See
This
this the
is our
difference.
me and fat
No,
bitches
no,
really don't.
no. Yeah, but see me, this fat bitch ain't in front of you though. You would never be in my face, bitch. I'll call the police on you immediately. Immediately. Bitch, stomp this nigga down. Get him away from us. He dangerous, a violent nigga right here. The fuck is you talking about? You think
Lock
that
him
you
up.
think you think that hold on, and Winter ain't
You
gonna
need
say
to
nothing
go
about
jog
this,
around the
but you
block,
think it's
bitch. That's what you
cool.
need to do.
You think it's cool to threaten a woman? You think that's cool? No, bitch, you a violent motherfucker. You unstable,
What you
bitch. You
mean
need to be
Winter
in
ain't gonna say
prison.
nothing about this? Say something
You
about what?
no,
Can I
hold
say
on,
one
Winter.
thing?
Hold on. Oh, he lives. Let me.
Thank you, cuz.
No matter a person's circumstances, you always
The drink, where'd Drake go?
Should be
And
back.
what she
So
say? I'm
it's
confused.
actually
All I asked her was the lady said that he would have did the same thing to her. Okay, if you was in that situation, what would you have done? Would you would have did the exact same thing that the guard did? Would you would have moved just like her? Would you would have did everything that she did?
it actually still kind of shows that he was just being like boreheadish and dumb, because even if she wasn't in the wrong, right, the moment that she sprayed him, if the situation was wrong, right, and she was in the wrong, the moment she sprayed him, that becomes assault. If he had sit there and took that and then used the same footage to sue whatever county, he could have got paid, could have got his family paid, he could have got all that. But because he chose not to think, and because he chose to be an ornery idiot, he ended up
Yeah,
he ain't
you
he
you
ain't
can
get none of that.
absolutely say that. You can say that he showed his natural black butt. You can literally say that. But you can also say that the situation could have been dis escalated. You can say that. It could have went a different way if I feel like she was antagonizing him a little bit. Like I feel like she was wanting to do that. Like she wasn't even like, you feel me? Like, yeah, she was like, can you step over there? Can you step over there? Like he was like, I'm trying to talk to you. Like I'm trying to talk to you.
Let me ask you a question. You think it's justified that he put his hands on her?
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he should have put his hands on her at all. I don't feel like she should have maced him. I don't feel like the situation was that serious for all of that. Flat out. Y'all getting shook down. Y'all was supposed to be shook down. Y'all was supposed to. Y'all gotta get y'all shit shook down. This not this lady job to
real quick.
can't nobody.
Did y'all know you can add stickers while the live going? That's crazy.
Wait, what? What'd you say, Tara?
I just found out something and I'm excited.
What you find out?
Listen, I'm gonna say this: if I was the female guard, I would have did the same shit.
I was able to put it in there.
Lock them up.
Why you would have did the same thing?
I would have did the same shit because who the fuck? Why would I let a motherfucking cage fucking animal speak to me to any type of way? You're a fucking animal. You're supposed to. You're
So when
in the
you
cage.
go to
No,
jail,
hold
do
on.
you?
Let me finish.
Okay.
I wasn't done. Why the fuck would I let a motherfucking inmate speak to me that way? I have to come here and work every fucking day. You're a fucking inmate. You're supposed to respect my authority. That's why I love. Listen, that's why I tell women every day: call the police on these niggas. I love the police, the white ones. Lock his ass the fuck up. Soon as he didn't step over his imaginary red tape line, lock his ass the fuck up and spray his ass again. And then after he would have whooped my ass, I would have had the other male guards hold his ass down and stuck a motherfucking billy club right up his asshole. Cause what the fuck?
You can't do that.
So he was being respectful to her at first.
He wasn't being respectful.
He was. The way he was talking to her.
He should have walked away.
He's being very respectful. Then
he was being disrespectful to
he told
her authority.
another CO to get a sergeant when he walked out. So he stopped talking to her. She kept going. And he said, "Miss." She said, "Get back." He said, "I didn't cross the red line." What he's allowed to do, he's allowed to stand there. See, the thing is, no matter somebody's circumstances, everybody got to be treated with respect. If you want respect as a CO, as a police officer, you got to treat the public with respect, no matter what they did.
Prisoners don't need respect. They just need to listen.
And this is why things like that happen, because
that's the problem.
That's
the problem
that,
right
she
there.
Because
they dehumanize people once they go to prison, and it's just like they not human no more. You can't do that. You can't treat people like that.
And that's the rehabilitation part of it. Is having your humanity stripped away from you. It's not to hold on. Let me go ahead and mute you because you ain't had shit to say when that nigga was up here threatening Drika. Now you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers to say. That's why she said you ain't gonna say shit because you didn't say shit. But now I'm talking. You miss motherfucking Chatty Cathy. Shut the fuck up and let me finish. That's the rehabilitation part of prison. Having your humanity stripped away from you so you don't fucking come back to this motherfucker. That's the part that y'all don't understand. It's not a motherfucking vacation. It's not going to be, you're not going to be laying on the beach with your titties out on the motherfucking beach, on the beaches of Tahiti, bitch. It's supposed to be something that removes all of your humanity from you so you don't never come back to this motherfucker again. And then also too, if you did a crime where you will never be released into society, you deserve to be treated like a fucking animal because what the fuck did you do? You took someone's life away and now you deserve to be in a fucking box being treated like an animal since you was acting like a fucking animal outside in the streets. Fuck that nigga.
So you're saying anybody who goes to jail deserves to be treated like an animal. And what do you think happens?
That's what she said.
Hold on, what the fuck you think happened in jail? What the
fuck?
fuck?
Hold on, it's not even about what happens. All I'm saying is that's why our prison systems fail. You go to prison and they treat you like you're not a human. So how the fuck do you think they're acting? If I'm not treated like a human, what the fuck you think I'm gonna be in here doing? How would that help me rehabilitate me? What is that gonna do? You talk about they gotta be treated like this, or you ain't here, so I'm gonna treat you like this. What? Huh? Chatty, what? That don't make sense to me. That just shows the type of character you have as a person.
Yeah, that is my character.
Regardless of anything, how you treat people.
Weak ass character that you got.
Hold on. No. That nigga killed some people.
Can niggas not hear me?
He hold the fuck
Forget
up.
his charges.
Hold
I'm not
up.
I
saying
don't.
that. Do you
I
know how
don't.
many people in
It
prison
does
for?
matter. No, it matters. It matters. That's the problem. You want to see that motherfucker humanity. You don't give a fuck what happened to that woman. You don't give a fuck what happened to that woman. Yeah, well, shit, he called on customer service. He's supposed to get customer service. That motherfucker is violent. And if you was there, he would fucking unalive you. What are you talking about? That's the thing. Y'all see the humanity in fucking violent niggas, and you don't see the fucking humanity in women. And the
Keep
shit ain't
saying that,
fucking
but I
cute.
never said that. I never said he was right for
No,
stumping that girl out. Is
I
you
heard
cool?
you loud and clear.
Is you slow?
I heard you.
No, you didn't.
cool,
You
bitch?
couldn't have, because every time I talk, y'all keep muting me because y'all slow as fuck. Y'all
Shit,
acting
go
like
over
y'all
there. Go
retarded.
visit that nigga. Put some money on
Nah,
the books.
bitch, you're a
Baby, I already
fucking,
did.
you're a
Multiple
fucking
times.
prisoner.
Already did.
You're a
Been
fucking
did that.
prison pick me.
Been
You're
did
a
that.
prison
Been
pick
did
me,
that. But
girl.
the point is, if y'all was in the situation as the guard, because she's a female guard, I'm a female. If y'all was in the same situation as her, would y'all would have
And you
done
calling
the same
yourself a
thing as her?
female. That
Would
tells
y'all
you
would have did
exactly what the
exactly what she
problem
did if
is.
y'all was in that
And you
situation?
calling yourself a fucking female.
Y'all is so slow. Like, y'all is really slow. Y'all trying to make it seem like I'm justifying what he did. I'm not justifying what he did. All I'm asking you is, what would you have done if you was in that situation? What the fuck would you have done? If you was a guard, if you was at the prison, what would you have done? Oh, no, exactly.
What
Nobody.
what a lot of y'all don't be realizing,
Hold
y'all
on,
be
bitch.
trying
I'm
to get
over
these
here
people
making
to
a
be.
motherfucking salad. I'm eating my steak and salad. You talk about something exactly because you got motherfucking 0.3 seconds of silence and think you proved your point? Bitch, fuck you. You fucking prison pick me, bitch. Shut the fuck up. And she
Y'all be
gone.
y'all be sitting up here
Yes,
trying
you
to say
gotta
to humanize these
thing.
people, but the moment they do something wrong, the first thing they say is, "Well, you know, we inmates," right? Meaning that they expect you to humanize them when it's advantageous for them, but when it comes to something that they do that they know they're not supposed to do, and it's like, well, you were mad that we hold you accountable, and yet you sitting here saying to humanize you or whatever. But at the same time, the moment they do it, the first deflection they run to is that, well, you know, we inmates, we gonna do what we do, and I know that one from personal experience.
You said they gonna say, you know, we inmates, we gonna do it. Most of the time, inmates is calm, especially in pods like this.
Look, first of all, I come from units where it's maximum security, ad seg, restrictive housing, whatever you want to call it. So I'm
Okay.
not sure. This is like a state jail. I don't know what they
Yeah,
do in state
this is a
jails.
county. This is not even a state. This is county. You could tell this is a county. That's not a state
Well, yeah,
jail.
it says a county correctional
This is
institution,
a
but
county
I
correction. He's
experienced
not
dealing with actual
sentenced to no
inmates,
30 years
convicts.
in there. He's not sentenced yet. He's fighting whatever
So
cases
wait a
he's
minute.
fighting.
What happened
So
to y'all
whoever
saying that he did
that
wait,
was
30 still
another
here?
person who said that.
No, those are his charges. He just hasn't been
Yeah,
convicted yet.
he haven't been convicted of anything yet. So it's still innocent until proven guilty. He can
No,
beat
don't
those
sound like
charges.
he innocent till proven guilty. He proved
It's
what type of
over. That's what
person.
I'm saying.
Yeah, he
Like
proved
I
what type
said,
of person
like I
he
said,
is right there in that moment. He
when
fucked himself up.
when he's speaking to this lady and he's talking to her with respect and he's telling her, listen, I'm not cursing at you. I'm
Why
not
do you
doing this
keep
to you.
saying that he's talking to
Stop
her with
talking to me
respect?
like this, because he wasn't loud with her. He wasn't outrated. He wasn't being aggressive with her. He wasn't doing anything to her. She was being more aggressive than he was. He asked for somebody else to go get someone else to dissolve the situation. She had no reason, which he still can sue them for pepper spraying him when this camera footage come out.
This nigga stupid. I know you. No. Where did you learn that from? Inmate.com? Bitch, are you crazy?
I learned that
Are
because
you crazy?
I know that from personal experience, miss. I'm not
I
just
know, I
speaking
can
just
tell
to
it's in your
speak.
throat. It is
You know what I'm
literally in
saying?
your vocal cords.
Yeah, it
You
is.
sound like somebody who try guard. That's how you sound. Guard. You
Nah.
sound like a nigga that do that.
But guess what?
I'm for the guard, but I'm still on hard.
You learn from experiences, and I'm doing way better now. So I'm cool with that, miss. That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with did what I did. I did my time. I came home.
No, this the point.
Now
So if
I'm
you did
great.
your time, because you
I'm
sound
great
like
now.
you from New York. You sound like you wear puffers.
I
If you
wear
did your
what?
time, don't worry about it. I'm
I
old.
did.
Sometimes my jokes land, sometimes they don't. Young blood. Let's just move on. This my question. You know for a fact that even if there is some officers that may be a little rough around the edges, how many of the inmates do you think are plotting constantly 24/7? And how many of those inmates do you think, when there is an officer who's in there with humility, with compassion, trying to trying to treat you guys as humane as possible, level-headed. How many times have those officers been fucked clean over in vile ways?
There's not too many though. Honestly, a lot of times when you're in the county or you're in state prison, a lot of these officers, they do treat you with respect. And a lot of inmates treat these officers with respect. You're gonna have a lot of other inmates who do dumb shit. Yeah, I mean dumb stuff. Yes, of course. Just like you got a lot of officers who act the same way. They aggressive. They don't treat it go both ways. But more time in these situations, a lot of them
So,
do
so
get
let me
treated
ask
with
you
respect.
this. Okay, thank you for that. But let me ask you this, because that's a safe answer. But let me ask you this. How normalized is jacking off?
And and
How
and and
normalized is
and
that?
in the county or in prison? Which one?
No, hear me out. Hear me out. In general, and let me add a caveat to it. How normalized is jacking off, and how many times have inmates claimed that the woman okayed it?
How common? How many times have an inmate?
How common is it?
More times. I'm not gonna lie. There has been people who do it just, and the COs don't even know they doing it to them. So I can't personally answer that question because I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
that's good. That's a good place. So you said it's so many times that they do it because it's so normalized to do it, and the officers don't even know. And so that means that we can't even figure out what the percentage of we don't even know how to get a percentage, because a lot of those inmates where the officer didn't have a clue would claim that she okayed it because it's so normalized for men to do that to the women officers.
But
It's normalized.
more of the women officers are sleeping, and I know this for a fact, are sleeping with inmates in there in the
I
county.
knew that was gonna happen.
So
Okay,
Hold
so
a
why
on,
they
wait
lot.
a
put
minute.
That's why I
Listen,
said in
because I love
prison.
that fairy tale that y'all be telling.
This not a
Nigga,
fairy
ain't no,
tale,
no,
sweetheart.
it's not a fairy tale. Y'all niggas be lying on y'all prison penises in there talking. So, oh, y'all was fucking the CO. I was fucking the CO. You wasn't fucking the CO. You was fucking each other in the ass and mouth.
Yeah, I don't know where that stigma came from, but
So my point, okay, so my point is saying, because that's the question, I want to land my point. My point is saying that right there is a violation, and it gets normalized as it's not an act of violence. That's my point. It's so much violence towards the officers that some of it is not even counted. And I'm saying that to make the point that it's easy for y'all to humanize this criminal, this hardened criminal who is violent, than it is to humanize the officer. You can't even see all the ways where he was being defiant, where he was escalating it, and where he was doing things, where he was using his body language and certain aggressive behaviors to get his point across. Y'all don't even see it because he's being humanized and she's being dehumanized. And that's my point. Because she's just a woman, white, black, or whatever.
it's not about her being a
Actually,
woman
she
or
And
him
is
her
a
being a
being white,
man.
woman.
and her being white
And
adds another. Hold on, her being YT adds an excuse for it. It adds like a little justification. It's like putting a little salt on it, putting a little salt on the watermelon. That's what it sounds like.
Hold on, we got someone new on the panel.
Hey, what's
Go
going on,
ahead,
y'all?
Jair.
J Red.
Okay.
We want update from
How y'all
me.
doing tonight?
Good, man.
Good, good. So I just wanted to say, man,
What up, real quick? Somebody who subscribed, put that sticker in again. I want to see if you can see the font now. They won't update it in a
I've
month.
worked in
Go ahead, sir.
the prison system all over the country as an engineer, and a lot of the inmates, if you just show them respect, they will show you respect in return. Now, that's usually some jits in there. They usually are in a specific area, not an open bay like what he was in.
So it's a respectful place.
These guys operate off of respect.
I think
So
you should know. Yeah, that look better.
this officer was
They lying,
basically.
Tara. They lying. Okay, Tara. Let me calm.
Now I know he lying.
You
Hey,
saying
Jay, I'm
I'm
gonna go
I'm
lying?
after
talking
you.
about the
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna go
I
after
was
you,
talking about
bro.
my sticker.
Can I finish my statement, ladies? So a lot of these guys operate off of respect. If you watch the video, this man was blatantly saying, "Hey, I'm being respectful. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not using profanity." He was being respectful. All he wanted her to do was go get the sergeant. That's the white shirt. And they do that for a reason. The white shirt comes in to de-escalate the situation, right? She's the low person on the totem pole. So that was her job, was supposed to go get a white shirt to de-escalate the situation. She tried to flex her position, and we see what the end result was. All she had to do was her job.
So hold up, y'all saying he ain't been to court yet? He waiting his
Yeah, he
trial?
waiting for trial. He
Yeah,
looked
he
like he in
waiting
the
for
county.
trial.
He waiting for
He-
trial.
It's over for him. It's over for him.
Well, it depends on if he got a good lawyer.
So
No, no,
J
no.
Red,
It's over for him.
Jair, let me ask you a question, because y'all keep saying he being
Tara, I
respectful.
don't
He
think a
being
man should hit a
respectful.
woman at all, but
Hold on,
this shit is.
Jair, let me ask
Yeah.
you this. You talking to somebody and you're telling them you're in her position and you telling him to walk away. Mind you, we don't know when this altercation started. It looked like it was already happening long before the video starts. So she told him to walk away, and he's standing there like, no, I'm being respectful. She told him to walk away again. No, I'm being respectful. Da, 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 da. She told him, please walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away. How many times does she need to tell him to walk away? But and him standing there respectfully before it becomes disrespect? One time, two times, three times. Like, how many times does she need to repeat herself as the person that's running the ward or whatever this is? How many times? Because a person could stand there in your face and disrespect you without being disrespectful. It's called passive aggressiveness. So he's standing there. She's told that man several times to walk away. He's like, I'm being respectful. But I'm being respectful. I'm being respectful. Well, we don't know how many times how many times that she told him, because the video starts in the middle of the altercation.
Okay, in the
So
video,
that's
she
what
didn't tell him to walk
Jair.
away.
Hold on, King. Hold on, King. Jair, how many times should she have asked him and for him to stand there and say, I'm being respectful?
Okay. So let me answer your question, man. Let me answer your question. It's just the same as if you ever been pulled over before, right, and dealt with an unruly police officer, right?
No, I follow the law. I love the law.
Even when you're following the law, that doesn't mean that the police officer is having a good day. That doesn't mean the police officer is going to treat you fairly. You have the right as a citizen to ask for the sergeant, right? Just because they're inmates don't mean that they don't have rights. He had the right to ask for a white shirt or a sergeant. It is her job to go and make that happen. That's her job. She didn't do her job. They have rules in place so things like this don't happen, right? She wanted to flex. Oh, you're gonna cuff up. She had, she's sticking her chest out. And when you stick your chest out, everybody don't deal the same. Everybody don't operate the same way. She stuck her chest out. He kicked that bitch in. That's what happened. She should have did her job.
But she did ask for a white shirt.
She did.
No,
She
he
talked to him
did.
on the
She never
radio.
asked for one. He asked for
Then
one.
who was she talking to on
Can
the
I ask a
radio?
question real quick
How do y'all
to
know?
East?
How do y'all not know? Like, the white shirt could have been on the way. That motherfucker not gonna magically appear. If she still
But
didn't put
there
her
is no
motherfucking
reason
hands
for her
on
to
him.
try to put handcuffs on him when he is asking
No,
for assistance.
No, bro,
So you
you
want
wrong,
to
bro, you wrong.
justify?
You wrong, dog.
There
I work in
wasn't
this
no
prison
reason for
system,
him to
period.
for her to put handcuffs on him. There was no reason. There was no reason.
Bruh.
Was because he
Bruh.
wasn't
No
following
reason.
the direct order.
Oh,
Hey,
hold
can I
on.
talk?
Let
Ain't
Can I
no
talk?
such thing as a
Can I talk?
hold
direct
on,
order.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. We gotta let everybody in the conversation. It's Omni turn.
All right. First off, appreciate you for letting me up. I appreciate all y'all, and I respect all everybody's opinion. Period. I work in the prison system, currently, still to this day. I don't know
You
how
have
many
one
of
of
y'all.
them radio voices. Like, you sound like you talk on walkie talkies. But go ahead.
My apologies.
Yeah, you do got little police
You got
voice.
walkie talkie
Right,
voice.
yeah. 1081 4546. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry, my
You
bad.
did that pretty well, East. You did that pretty good, East.
It's all good. Hey, I'm chilling. Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'm chilling right before work before I go back to this prison that I work at.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Give us the details.
Long story short, if that woman told you to lock down or lock up, that's what you need to do. We don't work for you. You don't work for us. We work together to get stuff done. That inmate, yes, from my own personal opinion, was he being respectful? Yeah, he was. But if I tell you to do something, you need to do it, period.
If you're not gonna listen, we're gonna make you. It's all about how you want to go. Each prison system has their own rules and regulation. You can do a random cell search whenever you want to do one. Period. And the problem is, he didn't like it because he made an assumption that she's trying to get back at him. But that's not something that he can prove. So the problem is, don't go to prison. You are a ward of the states. You are a ward of the states. You only have the rights that we give you and then some. A lot of you guys are looking at him saying he's being nice and things of that nature, but most of the people that are in prison are being nice to then manipulate you later. I know this for a fact because I work in prison. Yes, you have to give respect to get respect back, but you will always have those people who do that to manipulate you, and you have those who are just as cool as well.
But
In this
East made a good.
situation,
Omani, how
in
is
this
this? How is
situation,
this?
Hold on. As soon as I
let
come
me
off the
finish.
mic,
Let me
it's
finish real
funny.
quick.
It's
Let me
I
give
know.
you 10
Hold on.
seconds.
I'm if I hold on because I want to add to what you're saying and see if you can respond to this. And it's funny when I start talking, everybody get off the mic. But East made a good point because you're saying he's respectful too, and then you made a point about his manipulation. So let me ask you her question again. How
Uh-huh.
many times can somebody defy your order respectfully before it's disrespectful?
For me, twice. Because if I told you the first time, go ahead and do it. When I tell you the second time, now you're being disrespectful.
Okay.
I have my own unit, and I'm cool with everybody as far as I know. But there are times where I need to let you know, nigga, you need to listen. I'm not your friend.
Okay,
Wait,
do
are
you
you
look at
black?
them as animals
Am
or
Wait,
not
hold on, clumsy,
humans?
clumsy, hold on, because you
No,
next. 'Cause
she
I know
can
you
ask a
don't want to
question.
say. Wait, hold
He look
on,
at them as property of
hold
the state.
on.
That's
This is an
exactly what he
important
just
question.
said.
Hold on. Are you black?
I'm black.
He look at them as
Okay.
slaves.
Yeah, he
Now
sound black.
hold on. Well, I'm flustered. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta give me some room. I'm flustered. I might can't hear right. I'm up here. I'm up here mad as a motherfucker. I'm hot as fish grease up here. But go ahead, clumsy. So I might be. I'm a little on edge. But go ahead, clumsy. Clumsy been pulling my wig when she was at the bottom, and now she back up there. So let her have her
Okay,
Thank you,
opportunity.
okay.
Kay.
So now that a person who works in that facility is proving my point, what I'm saying
You
is
worked in 8
he
facilities.
don't
I've worked in several
dehumanize.
facilities
What
all over the country. It
I'm
ain't the
not.
same.
Hold on,
Okay, can I
let her
talk?
ask her question. Let her talk, y'all.
What I'm saying is that don't mean dehumanize someone. I've never agreed with him putting his hands on her. What I did say was I felt like she would have protected herself better by having male officers there. Flat out.
We
If
understand that point though. When you said that
okay,
earlier, because you go ahead, make
the
your
other
point.
point that I'm saying is East and Drika was up here saying that he's an animal. He deserved it. If you got locked up, you deserve it. There's a lot of people in there who for crimes that they didn't commit, and they just have to fight their way through
No,
it.
they did
So
that
just
shit.
because
No, they
they
did that
can I
shit.
finish
No, they
talking?
did that shit.
So
But
They did it.
clumsy, no, because you talking about
just
me and
because
you
you're
lying
there,
on me. I didn't say that, first of all. But second of
you
all,
said
even
he
if it's
deserved what
true,
he got. If he
but
locked up,
he
get him,
but
Yes,
throw
you
him
hold
did say
away.
that.
on,
That's why I said what you
Throw him
mean.
away.
hold on one second. But clumsy, you just said
I'm muted and it's me talking and she
because
interrupted
because
me.
I'm
Can
the
I
because
finish
I'm a
my
mod,
statement first
because
before
I'm
I'm
a
interrupted?
mod,
If
because
you
I'm a
don't agree with it,
mod,
can I finish my
because
statement?
I'm a mod, and I'm about to clarify something. Because I'm a mod, because y'all be fast
Because you a
talking.
mind, you
You
can
told
interrupt
me that
people
that man
too.
wasn't a human. Flat out.
Y'all
Who let
no because
Winter pick me ass back up
hold
here?
on.
Drop that bitch.
Y'all
No,
y'all
fuck
be
you
trying
and your opinions on
hold
people.
on.
Oh
Clumsy.
Lord.
Y'all be trying to oversimplify stuff. You said that we called this particular person who did this thing a monster. And that's not right because a lot of people
You
in
said
prison
y'all
are
called him
innocent.
inhuman. Y'all is putting.
Because a lot of people in prison are in it could be innocent, but he's not innocent though. So we on par to talk about him how the fuck we want to, because he didn't see her humanity
And,
when he dog
and
stumped
she
her.
didn't see his when she
So
maced him.
no, she did. That's her. She was
It worked two
girl.
ways, bro.
He
That
hold
mean just because you in
on.
prison don't mean you ain't.
He was resisting, and that's what it is. He was resisting, and he was getting ready to buck up on her, and her spraying him was the right thing to do because he was going to hit her anyway.
He
That's what
was not
y'all
gonna
missed,
hit
and he
her
was going to hit her
anyway.
anyway.
That's why
He
he should
wasn't
have.
about
That's
to
Okay.
why
hit
she should
her.
have called the white shirt. That's all I'm
All she
saying.
had
When
to
he
do was
got
go get the
aggressive,
white
she should have
shirt.
Yo,
That's all.
called for
Onami,
backup.
you said
That's
you work in
all
the
I'm
prison
saying.
system, right? Onami?
I work in the prison system. I
All
do
right.
not work at that prison system,
No,
but
no,
I
not
do
that
work
one.
in the
Just in
system.
general. You working one, right?
Yes, sir.
All
This
right.
isn't
So
this isn't a prison. This is a
you know
county
in this
jail.
situation,
This
right?
is
One at a time,
And
y'all.
in this situation, right? There's a
Go ahead.
protocol that y'all have to follow, right?
Yes, sir.
She did not follow that protocol.
did not.
If she felt like she
Let
was
me.
Did
in
she
any
wait? Hold on, and let him answer the question.
if
Did
she
she
felt like
follow the
she was in
protocol?
any danger,
Hold
Unami,
on,
right?
Omni. Did she follow the protocol
Y'all
or
have to do
not?
what? Y'all have to pull y'all pin, right? If y'all feel like before y'all escalate anything, you have
Hold
to.
on, I'm sorry, because we got a professional prisoner up here, and he want to overtalk everybody. Omni, do you in your field of expertise, did she follow the protocol or not?
Excellent question.
Did the guard that was attacked, did she follow the protocol or not?
No, because she was going to go ahead and lock him down, and then he said no. She should have called for backup and also a white shirt at the same time.
Okay.
Now,
Exactly. My point proven.
hold a minute. 1 sec. Give me like 10 seconds, please.
He said got
If
selective hearing. She was called. She called back up.
Yeah, she did
Do
call backup, but
I
that's
wish
when she
I had my
decided to
other
try it.
device.
No,
Yeah. Let me see if
she
I can
did
look
call.
my other phone so we can see the video. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all.
She
Okay.
did call. From what I saw, she did call for backup. She had backup behind her, and that's when she decided to go ahead and use force. You ask, tell, and then force. Period. Just
The only
because you want to, you ask, force, or tell. A lot of stuff is situational. I can lock you down and get the white shirt later, or I can just say, okay, chill and get the white shirt, and then y'all can handle it from there. There's two ways you could have went about it. It all depends on you, and also the backup you have as well. Period.
the only
Now, go
my
ahead, big dog. Go
the
ahead, big
only thing
dog.
I
Go
would
ahead.
say, the only thing I felt like might have been out of protocol was the deploying of chemical agents. There should have been a use of force, but it probably would have still been a use of force, but without that.
It still would have because it went hands on in a sense, and more than likely, my personal opinion, he probably would have resisted, and it would have been a use of force.
Definitely would have resisted.
Most definitely. But
If
the problem that a lot
sir,
of these.
resisted. He was gonna do
Well,
whatever the right
hold on, wait a
thing
minute,
is.
because I got a quick question. In the police world, isn't there something called like an aggressive stance? Like when a person like balls their fist up and like does posture, isn't that like a thing?
Yeah,
It
he
is.
in the interview
Yes, it
stance
is.
right now.
But
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
it is. There is an aggressive
aggressive.
stance. There is an aggressive stance. There is an aggressive stance, even with ourselves. Period. When I saw the video, me personally, if your hands are above your hips, man, I'm getting ready for something to happen. If we go in the back and forth, we're having a disagreement. Period. The problem is a lot of these inmates. I'm not gonna call them offenders. A lot of these inmates feel like that just because they ain't doing nothing wrong doesn't mean your house is not gonna get hit. Your house is gonna get hit if I want to hit your house. Period. You don't have to like it. Don't come to prison. And a lot of these guys think that since I don't do nothing wrong, he's not going to search my cell. And you end up finding a 10-inch blade in there. And you're like, what the hell? A lot of these guys are entitled, whether you guys know it or not. I know this for a fact. Because a lot of people in prison or in county do not do their jobs like they're supposed to. That's the main issue. That's why he said, I don't understand why you hit my house if I don't do anything. I hit your house because I want to. That's my answer. And that's in our policy as well. We hit 3 houses a
And
day.
did you hear when he said that I don't have no jack case? Like that
Yes.
let me tell you, think about it like this. Okay, she's a woman in the dorm, right? And like the him coming to her to check her. I don't know what verbiage you use, but that's what I use to check her, to confront her about shaking his dorm down and giving reasons why she shouldn't. All of those are red flags. All of that is a problem. First of all, I can shake your dorm down anytime. Second of all, this ain't a debate. We're not here to debate the order. I'm shaking your dorm down. You can't intimidate me in not shaking it down. It's all kind of things going on, and we're not breaking those things down because everybody's simply saying that he's already perceived to be innocent, and it's like this us versus them thing, and it's like, oh, she represents a state, so therefore she can get her ass beat. It's crazy
Drink a
because
big
he
mouth
violated
off.
so much stuff.